my family, he my family, she my family, he my family, she my family, we are family. We might have the same last name, but that don't make you my family. I got some people with the same blood, and I know that they can't stand me. I got some people I call that ain't kin, that's gonna pull up and handle it. They take care of that business like family. We come from them trenches like family. They talking, you listen, that's family. They don't tell your business, that's family. They calling your phone, coming looking for you. They say that you missing, that's family. They don't need permission, that's family. When you hurt, they can feel it, that's family. Let them come while you're cheering, that's family. Let them come when you living, that's family. Family all around me. Family all around me. He my family, she my family, he my family, she my family, he my family, she my family. We are family all around me. Family all around me. He my family, she my family, he my family, she my family, he my family, she my family. We are family. Hey, ain't nobody fighting around here. Ain't nobody shooting around here. Everybody that's around here, family. All love, no hate, be clear. No shade, all love, be real. You love them, you should know how it feel. Tired of all these badass kids, tired of paying all these bills. Family going through the same thing, so they know exactly how you feel. They supply a shoulder I can cry. I provide a place where they can heal. Leave my money out, they don't steal. Let them have it if it's for a bill. Soldier for me when they in the field. Only way I live, family all around me. Family all around me. He my family, she my family, he my family, she my family, he my family, she my family. We are family all around me. Family all around me. He my family, she my family, he my family, she my family, he my family, she my family. We are family. We might have the same last name, but that don't make you my family. I got some people with the same blood, and I know that they can't stand me. I got some people I call that ain't kin, that's gonna pull up and handle it. They take care of that business like family. We come from them trenches like family. Family all around me.
I'm tired. I've been on this plantation all my life. I've been enslaved all my life. I'm tired of being pushed and pulled. I'm tired of the master doing his bidding. I want to leave. Oh.
You're doing this to yourself, Pats.
You know why we're not afraid? What? He's great in Turbo. Turbo's destruction. Y'all think it come back in all peace? You got another thing coming. So we out here fighting for our brother. We ain't marching saying yes we can. No justice, no peace. Go! Fight for your sons and your daughters.
I'm not wrapped too tight. Got 400 years on my back. I'm angry dog. I'm black like that. Won't contact with you whites. And all the niggas I stand here with, they share my same sentiment. I'm fucked up tonight. Won't kill my brothers no more. Want all the smoke. Motherfucker popo. This is my battle cry. Isaiah 14:21, that ancient version of that gun that fall. They stole our name, they stole our shit. We real Judites, motherfucker Jewish. We lords, generals, arm your soldiers. We fight tonight like we supposed to. They inherited lies. I'm referring to all whites. I'm referring to riches, white privilege, given through genocide. And they gotta pay for that. God say Jacob gon' take it back. I cry aloud, I spare not. This good bread, my sharecrop. This lily grew through concrete. We march to our own drum beat. We the chosen. No inclination to kick it with y'all. Raise Babylon to the ground, then watch it fall. Obadiah said you'll be wiped up for theft. These are just words, worry about what come next. It's for Negroes, Latinos, we better than all, not equal. My natives no red dot that feather. Me primo be smooth like that leather. Until it's time to bring the war dogs out, put the headdress on. War paint and I'm not wrapped too tight. Got 400 years on my back. I'm angry dog, I'm black like that. Won't contact with you whites. And all the niggas I stand here with, they share my same sentiment. I'm fucked up tonight. Won't kill my brothers no more. Want all the smoke, motherfucker popo. It's my battle cry. I got the spirit of grandfathers past. Front porch sitters, Nat Turner dangerous. A real life illustration of angry and that painting of Malcolm staring out the window with patience. One hand on the curtain, right hand on the AK spits. 47 rounds, all to bring down Satan. Same way Abel was killed by Cain. This will be an introduction from the fuck shit into the fire. Probably join the list of artists who died before they retired. Most High said I'm hired. Sire will never spit a line aimed at my kind, less meant to uplift. Toughness will be redefined in my rhymes. A squad of men with the spirit of God, with an affinity to point their weapons not at the brethren but at the enemy. Khaki colored kids, baptized in the flames of combat fashioned. In the trap we escaped, our fate was to be great and noble. Moses reincarnate, so be hopeful and know I bring word from A and O to Pharaoh and white folk, let my people go, cause it's my battle cry.
All right, Shalom family. Welcome to Fel People's Edification. Who am I? But of course, Shawsham, Mr. Silver himself. Thank y'all for tuning in. I would like to give a shout out to everybody who donated to our Chicago trip. We surely do appreciate it. Thank y'all. We're very grateful. Shalom to everybody in the chat. Starlene, I love y'all queens. Naphtali, love you sis. Dawn P, Most High bless. Everybody that's out there in the chat. Shalom, shalom. Thank y'all for tuning in. Shalom, King Judah. Shalom, big brother. Most High bless. Big salute. Shalom to everybody. Please hit the like button. Please hit the share. And I also would like to thank everybody for subscribing and supporting the F.O.P.E. Academia Debate League New School of Thought. Please subscribe if you haven't. We got a lot of good things that's going to happen on the Debate League channel. It's a non-Israelite platform. It's just going to be a debate platform for everybody. So, family, we had a wonderful time in Chicago. A wonderful time with the elders, the brothers. I got some video footage. Not a whole lot that I wanted to, but I got some video footage to share with y'all. The elder Prince Asiel was a well-respected man. Going to Chicago, right? It puts a different lights on Hebrew Israelites. One thing I learned about being in the Hebrew Israelite community, one West try to take credit for everything, as if Israel wouldn't be where it's at today if the Most High didn't use them, or it's like they want to take credit for all the work in the nation of Israel. Well, man, Elder Qanath is doing something with the Chicago Israelites, a whole documentary, and it goes to the history. Shalom, Elder. It goes to the history of the Chicago Israelites and how they was in Chicago practicing the Hebrew culture before the brothers in One West in 1969. They was already there doing it. They had their churches, their organizations. They all might have didn't agree on all the same ideology, but they knew who they were. And us as people and Israelites, we have to stop trying to limit Israel as if Israel is only New York, one West style Israelites. And that's not true. The Most High set out people scattered through the four corners of the earth. So it's no 1969 when it all started. People already knew they was Israel. You got brothers who've been in this knowledge way before then and knew that they was Israelites. You got brothers that's been in this knowledge and didn't even come into knowledge through One West. So a lot of the elders we met out there, they embraced us, they loved us, they appreciate us coming, paying honors and respect. And you're a prominent figure in the world. Prince Asiel was an ambassador. Mighty Hebrew spoke highly of Prince Asiel, and I understand why. The man was exactly what they say he were. Attending his service, Minister Farrakhan spoke. He was there. I didn't even know they was friends, close friends like that. The mayor of the city spoke on his behalf. He had a lot of brothers from different walks in life that he met, he fellowshiped with. He took Minister Farrakhan to Dimona, Israel. So it's a lot of powerful things that Prince Asiel did, and he deserved his respect. But what's so crazy about it is that out of all the people or so-called people that's not from Chicago or supposed to be leaders from One West, none of them showed up. The only people who came out of the One West School of Thought that wasn't from Chicago was me and Elder Qanath. We was pretty much the only two there. I didn't see anybody else from One West or heard that they came out there to the viewing on a Thursday or anything. Me and Elder Qanath was the only two brothers there that showed up. And I think it's crazy that, it's a lot of brothers that's fortunate. They got money. They can go here. They can go there. They got these big camps, and they couldn't go pay respects to a great brother such as Prince Asiel, an ambassador. And I think that's a terrible thing, and this is what I mean by when people claiming that they leaders. Elder Yehuda, I don't know, brother. You asking me something I cannot tell you. I'm sorry. I cannot tell you that. I don't know. It's not my business. I don't know what he did. If he did or he didn't, I cannot tell you. I don't know the man personally. I don't know his family personally. I just went there to pay my respects as a man. He was a good brother. He done a lot of things for the nation. He helped a lot of people. He had a lot of children. He had a lot of wives, had about 40 children. The whole downstairs was full of his children, his loved ones, and he was a very, very loved person by many people. I can say I don't think no elder or leader from One West would be having mayors and Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam doing security and all these different people at their funeral talking about that man. That man was definitely an ambassador. He was a very powerful person. So I just want to give respects to that elder and his family, and they showed much love to us. I brought one of the elders' books, and I got some footage that I want to show the people. We going out there to build more and differently though, and we're going to start doing a lot of things over here differently, because it's the wrong perception of Israelites. Everybody think that all Israelites is just corner Israelites who teach with a 12-tribe chart. That is not true. You go out there, you'll talk to them brothers, man. They got a strong brotherhood, and they are who they say they are. A lot of Chicago people, man, they're very real. They cool people. I met my brother Mikael, Hebrew in the Hoods. We always been good with each other, but meeting him in person, you get to really meet people and see who they are. You know what I mean? I met a lot of brothers in Israel, and a whole lot of them ain't who they are, and a lot of them is fake. But he who he is. One thing I would say about us as people, man, brothers don't. If you who you are, be who you are. Brothers don't have to hide their false alts. You know what I'm saying? I don't get on people about things that they do. We all go through things in life. We all have addictions, problems, whether it's drugs or fornication or whatever. We all going through things. We all fighting battles. So I don't come at brothers in that manner, trying to put people down. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody has their own battle they got to get over. You know, everybody got to go up that hill. But I think a lot of people need to go visit the brothers out in Chicago, because you'll get a different perception on Israel. Prince Asiel had a beautiful restaurant we went and visit. The food was delicious and wonderful. I never tasted vegan food like that ever before in my life. But I will say that if my wife could cook vegan food like they had, I would become a vegan. That's how good the food was. They even had this stuff that I thought was meat that wasn't even meat. It looked like meat, but it wasn't. And it was so good. Shalom, Elder Midwest Judite. Most High bless, Elder. Appreciate you. You know, and I had a great, wonderful time. I had a great, wonderful time being around the brothers. I had a great, wonderful time being around the other elders. I brought a book from the elder that he signed for me. He said that it was a critiquing of the Hebrew language of the King James Version and the stuff that they added in and how they mistranslated. So I got the book. I don't have it on me right now. I don't want to run upstairs, but I'll show it to y'all. Man, Elder Qanath brought one. So we even supported the elders out there. And Sinetta was out there. Most High bless the Sinetta and the Paul. They was out there filming and interviewing people, you know, and everything was good. It was just a positive vibe. Even the brothers from Nation of Islam. It's like everybody was together, even though, you know, they was there speaking about Allah and what they believe in Farrakhan. It was all good because they were shaloming the brothers and saying, you know, giving reference to the Most High. And that was something different. That was actually unity. What I would say, Black unity or Negro unity, us as people. It wasn't about what we believed. And one of the elders uploaded the whole service video on his YouTube platform. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to take it off there and share it so y'all can see the whole stream. But it was a great thing. And like I said, it was like, to me, a different light of things. How when I went to my grandfather's funeral, he was a Muslim, and how they buried my grandfather. And even though he was Muslim, I saw how they took care of my grandfather. Things like we could do in our own nation that the Nation of Islam do. So that's why I was telling people, it's like there is no safety in the numbers when you preach a lie. You can run for a long time, but sooner or later the Bible cut you down. Stop misleading the scriptures. Bully monkey baby. I don't know what you're talking about, brother. You talking crazy with that stuff you're talking about. But anyway, like I said, it was a great thing. There was a lot of great elders out there, and we had a lot of discussions, a lot of talks, and brothers are really trying to build, unify the nation, bring brothers together. We're also planning a trip to Israel with some of the elders. They want to take us over to Dimona and visit the land. And man, Elder Qanath is talking about doing that. So we're moving on to bigger and better things to do in the nation. That's our plan. That's our goal, to help out more brothers and sisters in the walk and take it to another level. For us, we beyond the One West stuff. We're not worrying about who got the biggest camp, who got the best garments, or how many of us standing on the street corner. You know, being there, talking with the other elders and hearing the other side of the story that people don't get to hear about what really went on in Chicago and the brothers in Chicago and how they had things started. That story must be told, you know. They got restaurants all through Chicago, Hebrew Israelite restaurants, places where you can go that's Black owned, where our people own our stuff, you know, and that's a good thing, you know. Sinetta, he was embracing the culture of Israel there, you know what I mean? I will say that he enjoyed himself. I'm pretty sure he may talk about it. He enjoyed the vegan food. He enjoyed the brothers, you know. He interviewed the elders, you know. He been most, you know, respectful as he could be, him and the Paul. So I will say that, you know, for somebody who understand the Kemet side, but coming to the Hebrew side, a lot of people coming to the Israelite culture and they only see the One West side of it. They need to move out of that One West lane and stop being stuck there and thinking that that's all it. So we're going to do a lot though, family. We're going to do a lot. I want to share a few videos with y'all that I have. from there. Elder Qanath may be on, he may not be on, but it really don't matter. I'm gonna share a few videos with y'all. I uploaded them, but I didn't release them to YouTube because I felt like it would be better for me just to show them this way, that y'all can see it while I'm on live and I can talk about it. So this first video I'm gonna show is Elder Qanath. Is the elder, I think his name is Ezekiel. He's the elder that translated his book that I brought. And him and Elder Qanath was having a good build. You know, he was dropping a lot of Jews on us. So I really respect and appreciate this elder here. And we brought his book. So let me share my screen. This is the video. Okay. Just give me a second, family.
Peace and righteousness everywhere we go. And if you're not doing that, you're going to curse yourself.
The number of people that were
it
up
ain't
there
like
who were
you
not
don't
in
have
here, he needs to sit down. We got diabetes and high blood pressure. It don't make no sense. It doesn't make no sense.
So this video we watching, too, family, this is outside. I believe, I'm not for sure if this is south side of Chicago, but this is outside. We in Chicago. We at Prince Asiel restaurant after the service. So this is Elder Qanath dealing with the elder, and we was buying his book. Elder Qanath bought a copy, and so did myself. So this is us talking with other brothers, and y'all gonna hear the conversation between him and Elder Qanath.
Nothing external is supposed to determine how you feel inside.
But she didn't
That's what
understand.
you got to
No, not in fault. She knew what she was doing was the right thing.
Free.
I had to let it go.
Every time you see him, he was given what God given him. So when you ain't excited about nothing, and you ain't got no anxiety about what you doing, and you set no goals, you dead. See, death is in 3 stages. The first stage is spiritual. You stop hearing those things of truth. Second, death is when you start transgressing the laws of health and you get sick. Your soul begins to die. Your soul is all your inner organ. The third level of death, when they put your behind 6 feet under. That's 3 levels. But you can be a walking dead man if you ain't got access to truth.
Drop off.
You hear me, brother? And if we're going to understand what the dry bones in the valley is all about, our people in America is dry. And the only thing that's going to shake them up is truth. And if you ain't speaking and living truth with them, you're a hypocrite. So my brother, your name is Qanath. Don't never forget that. And don't never forget what I told you what it means. And be about that business of dedicating your people to a lifestyle that's going to regenerate their health, their happiness, their joy, and increase their joy on this planet. The cemetery is full of dead people. And everybody want to give God dead people. And then they waiting on Jesus to come back. Ain't nobody coming out no 6 feet grave. If you look in the grave now, it ain't nothing but bones there. So what if you're looking for that, brother, you're going to be looking for the second coming for a long time. Well, ain't nobody came out of no grave except the graves of America. This is where the grave at. The grave of modern education, the grave of modern capitalism, the grave of modern democracy. That's a grave. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, can.
I'm going to dedicate this to you, brother, because you're a son of light.
Yeah. Boy, more powerful than he knows. You good? Make sure you get the interview if you can. If you need me for anything, I got you.
Yeah, I got it, Oz. What you want me to do?
What's up, sir?
Okay.
Absolutely. I'm teaching them. I told you, in the beginning was the what?
The word.
Spirit. So you reading from that New Testament. In the beginning was the Spirit.
The Ruach.
Now you know. So why did you say that word and you listen to that Greek Testament? In the beginning was the Spirit. Ain't no word. Then the word don't come. What the day is taking? The second.
Yes, sir. Oh, some knowledge. I want
The second.
Go ahead. You got books?
Yes, I am.
So there, you know, we had a good build with the elder there. And I talked with the elder, and there's when during that time we was speaking about the translation, but that all wasn't on camera. And I was speaking to him about the Hebrew New Testament and why I didn't read the Greek New Testament. And we had a little build on that. And he understood where I was coming from on why I said I read the Aramaic Hebrew New Testament, not the Greek. He was talking about certain words in the New Testament, how they translated in the Greek conflicts with the Hebrew. And I agreed with him a lot on that. And I understand. That's why I read it in the Aramaic. And also, they was pretty astonished on like the book collection we had. We told them about our books and everything we had, the Hebrew Apocrypha. You know, a few of them, they wanted to get copies of that. And I told them, you know, we could work something out on maybe a way we could translate it and do something. I just didn't want to give it away where people want to make money off of it and sell to the people. I want to do something where it'll benefit the nation, that everybody can use it for our benefit, not just one man trying to get a copy and then reap benefits from it. So the elder, you know, he spoke on a lot of things, you know. Some of his stuff and his way of teaching, I understood. I didn't agree with everything that the elder said, but you know, I showed much respect to all the elders out there. You know, I wasn't trying to challenge them on everything, because I know everybody don't agree 100%. So in no form or fashion or way that they was even trying to be disrespectful to us, you know, because they know what we believed and they understood that. And it was more about us coming together and working together as a unit and love and supporting each other. So I really appreciated that from the elder. So here's Elder Qanath with some other brothers. Like, I'm sorry too, family. I don't know everybody. Like, Qanath know more people than me, because everybody know I play the background. I don't deal with everybody like the way Elder Qanath do. I just like to stay to myself. You know, a lot of people knew me. They was coming talking to me like, we friends on Facebook. I was like, okay, I don't know. Like, I got so many friends on Facebook, you know, and it's not to be funny or disrespectful. I just don't know. You know, I don't know everybody, but I did speak and shalom everybody, you know, and kept it respectful. I can't remember everybody. I like to keep my circle small. That's why I let Elder Qanath deal with, you know, all the politicking, because he don't mind talking to this brother, that brother, that brother. I do. I don't want to talk to everybody. So here's another video, family. And then we got a video also inside of Prince Asiel restaurant. It's a beautiful restaurant. Wait. I think I need to cut that one off. Just give me a second. Okay, so this should be it. Yep. And here we go.
Yeah, I'm getting it.
So you know, by going through that transition, I was around in these streets. I grew up in these streets. Politics, West Side, the real high. You ain't going to see me in any neighborhood in Chicago. You speak the name, street name, you know that fool. Now they looking at the name and they be like, oh, he in transition. He like that part. So that's the problem. Man, I was just trying to get another about some different. I'm seeing it over here. Other individuals, so we got to start
That's the key. So you come to that, you come to that, you come to that, right? And then it's up to the individual to hear it, to accept it and hear it. Like so, you say I'm not that.
Okay, so what y'all see is we still outside of Prince Asiel restaurant, and shalom and peace to the brother here. He was nice enough to give me and Elder a ride back to our hotel because by the time we was done, Ubers was like $50 to $60, you know, and we didn't already pay like probably like $70 in transportation already from taxis and Ubers just being out there. But so family, y'all see, actually we did go on the trip and we appreciate all the donations that y'all gave us. So y'all can see we didn't use the money for nothing personal. It was actually for what we said it was for, because that's what we do. We ain't trying to swindle people and lie to y'all about what we do if we ask for a donation for something. But the brothers highly appreciated that we came out there and sat and talked with them, talked with the elders. And brothers is really trying to build a nation and fix a lot of things, you know. But it's just a lot of people that don't want to sit down. They don't want to fix things. They want to keep things the way that they are. They want to keep everything divided. And that's one of the main issues in Israel, you know. I got one more video. I'm sorry. I want to share. Okay, here it is. So this is the video inside of Prince Asiel restaurant. Y'all ever go to Chicago, please go there and visit. You know, it's a very beautiful restaurant. The food is the best vegan food in Chicago, they say. I could say I agree, but I never had vegan food like that, and I'm not a vegan. I'm sorry. So yeah, family, that was it on that. I wish I could have got more footage for y'all. But I didn't really want to record inside of the place because they already had professional recorders, and I wasn't that close to get up, and we got there late. But everybody who we did see, everybody there was respectful. It was a great service. And like I said, much honor and respect to the elder, Prince Asiel. He did a lot for the nation of Israel, a lot in Dimona. He was highly respected by a lot of high official people in the world and of other religious beliefs and sectors. And that's respect to that man, because a lot of people in Israel don't get that. Tazadakia died and passed away. He was calling himself the Holy God sent comforter, and he ain't had Farrakhan at his funeral or the mayor or all these people. He had millions. So it's a difference from a real leader and then the difference from a fake leader or somebody who claiming to be a leader because they got some money or they hurting their people. Now, I'm not saying he was Prince Asiel was perfect or without sin, because none of us are. But for us, his achievements, his accomplishments that he did, I nothing but much respect, love to the elder Prince Asiel, his family, his sons, his daughters, his wives, and everything that he accomplished. And I hope more of us can follow in his footsteps and do great works to help our nation as righteously as we can and helping our people. So that's what I'm gonna say on that. Yep, you're absolutely right, FSK. And y'all got a wonderful city there. Only thing I wish that was different about Chicago is just like any other city, the violence that we do to our own people. You know, we kill each other so much because even us being at the restaurant, it was gang members. We was on gang turf. And they rolled up on us and was asking questions like, who y'all are? Y'all Israelites? And we were like, yeah. But they was gang members that was just checking, seeing who was we on their turf. But the Most High ain't let nothing happen because we was out there with so many of us. So they allowed the function. They didn't bother us, even though that we was on their turf in their block. Y'all know how the whole big thing in Chicago with the gang robbery and stuff like that. And that's why I tell people, just because you're in a gang doesn't mean you're a bad person. Everything in gang stuff isn't always bad. And the police is a gang. The military is a gang. You could call the Black Panthers a gang, or cartel is a gang. It's just a sector of people with the same views or what they believe, just all together. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? But because of that, that doesn't mean you have to kill somebody. But everybody out there was cool. Shalom, Elder Qanath. Everybody out there was cool. Everybody out there was respectful. All the Israelites we met out there was respectful. We met a lot of new brothers. We even met a Hispanic brother. That's a bodyguard. He knew what we teach and believe, and he was very respectful. We built with him, got his number, and he was his name is Big I. He a good guy. You know what I mean? And the perceptions of what people told them brothers about us was all put to rest. Because when people met us in person, they said, man, them dudes lying on y'all. Y'all ain't nothing like how they told us. Like, we don't see that or what they claim about y'all, because it's not. You know what I mean? A lot of people want to tarnish people's names out here because of our viewpoints on what we believe. But we believe what we believe, and we stand fast on that. You know, we're not going to change that for nobody. You know, the Most High is going to be the judge of us all. So if anybody want to come on, y'all welcome to come on and talk to me, ask me questions about it. You know, anything else y'all want to know about the trip, I will elaborate and share with y'all. Man, Qanath, Elder Qanath, we're going to be traveling more to different places, visiting other Israelites and other schools of thoughts of Israelites that just ain't come out the One West faction, because it's a lot that we can learn from each other, and we need to bridge that gap and stop being ignorant because of your elder or your leader or your so-called teacher saying you're not an Israelite if you're not around them or you're not with them. All that stuff is foolish. It's just a bunch of propaganda. The nation of Israel is bigger than One West, and the Most High opened my eyes up to that. He opened, well, we've been new and our eyes been open, but even more that we can do more as a people, you know what I'm saying, and take it to a higher level, you know, and have our true calling, not just on YouTube or arguing with people on a corner. Because truthfully, a lot of people don't understand. Being a One West Israelite, I realize it's a lot of flaws in that because they don't elevate, they don't grow. They stuck on that level, meaning whatever they learned, they just stuck there. They can't get past that to see it's a higher level and to this. You know what I'm saying? We could be political, going back and forth with world leaders and people recognizing who they are. And they was actually recognizing us as the Israelites. They're the mayor, Farrakhan, all these other people. You had NFL players was there. That was Israelites. I didn't even know. One of the guys played for the Browns. He was there, a football player. He was an Israelite at Prince Asiel service. Came to the restaurant and ate. There's a lot of people that's Israelites that we not even aware of, that they don't even show it. But they know they're Israelites. And that's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing. You know? I don't care how much money they got or if they famous. That don't mean nothing to me because I don't get starstruck with people. But they still our brothers. So that lets me know that they waking up. And with that is that's a lot of power there when your people are waking up. So we see a lot of our people waking up out here. And we want to keep the nation, we want to keep the movement, we want to keep everything that we're doing moving forward. We want to keep it going. We don't want to be stagnant no more. So now, man, out of Qanath trying to come up with other ways, other things to do in Israel than other than what we did. We felt like, okay, we did this. We did the street preaching on the corners. We've been through all the camps. We did all the One West stuff. Now we want to take it a step further and go beyond what we've been doing. We want to go to a different role in Israel now, meaning this what we doing here on YouTube and all this other stuff. Sooner or later, we don't want to do this no more now. We feel like the Most High want to call us to go to another level. Like, this is cool, but we can do much more. And we realize that now. Our voice, the way that the people felt about us, the love and respect that they showed us and how they want to build, we want to take this thing to an international level. Shalom, Elder Qanath, go ahead, since you came on.
Yeah, Most High bless. And that's not an attack. Everything you say is not an attack at One West because we got bros that's still there. We got much love. And I kind of want to rekindle. I want to rekindle some relationships that I had with some of them brothers, man. Because at the end of the day, we all may have a little difference in understanding, and some I think are blatantly lying, you know. But overall, man, we all got the same fight, you know. And I think the unity. Hey, Don P. If Don P on here, man, I want you to call me. But yeah, Most High bless Starling, everybody in the chat.
Yeah, I saw Don P on the board earlier, I believe, or that was Don Yehuda.
Yeah, everybody.
Don P on here. Yeah, Don P is on here.
But overall, man, everybody is, you know, great. But going back to Prince Asiel, that guy was something else, man. That's all I can say. Was something else, and he deserved respect. You know, at the end of the day, we can't say nobody. He deserved respect. I didn't get a chance to speak to his son. The man was just so busy. But Sham found out that he friends with him on Facebook, and I believe Sham, I checked. I believe we friends on Facebook too. But let me say this real quick. Also, me and Prince Charlotte, Prince, he put up a video today thanking us for being one of, not the only, because AOC, they had a representative out there because he stayed in Chicago. But overall, out of all the so-called One West camps,
yeah, that's true, Qanath. What I was talking about, what I was saying was someone that's not from out there.
The leaders.
Right, the leaders. No leaders from Chicago or representing any other camp came out there. We was the only representatives pretty much that came out of One West that went to prison.
A can word. Shawsham and I talked about that, and that's something I told myself, man, you know what? Just taking this to another level because I didn't know certain people was watching us, you know, and we need to hold back the profanity and people come on and don't just curse and then say, oh, you know, my bad, we just need to stop, period. You know, and then some shows, I gotta admit, man, it deserves, we gotta say some stuff. So I would say,
thank you, Layman. Thank you, sir.
Some of them gonna be good, some of them gonna be bad, man. You know, but I was surprised some of the people who knew of us. I was invited to Israelite or Black Movement Forum. Today it was a Zoom meeting, and for whatever reason, my Zoom wasn't working. It was over 100 leaders across the country and the world, and they actually wanted me on. And Charlene Dean is going to talk about it when he comes on. He came on tonight, but it's been tied up. Maybe come on tomorrow. Most High will to talk about it, and Most High will get to myself and Charlene get to talk to these people. And let me ask y'all this too: anybody in the listening audience that may listen to us at times, whatever skill set that you have that can be used in a political aspect, it could be your writing. You know, writing means writing speeches, right? Or if just anything in a political field that can be used, like I said, we would like to take it to another level. If not, take it there, give an idea, you know, just to dig up the ground, right? To get it moving. You know, I think the key to us as a people is not marching. You listen to battle cry, you know, and we fighting, but fighting out the whole has to be always with hands and guns and stuff like that. You know, fighting can be with the mind. Fight can be with the mind. You know, so at the end of the day, you have to think. You know, we don't have to ask all the time. We just got to do, and I think that's a great thing as we do. But overall, I'd like to thank y'all. Shashay, you probably forgot. I wanted him to show the receipts, where we stayed, how much of the hotel. I know we don't have to do that. We went. The money was well spent.
It was over $1,000, and we did get that, and it paid for everything. So thank y'all. But y'all know we was there. Y'all saw us in the hotel, but all the money went to the
hotel and the flight. So it was
like $5. What was it? It was the tickets. The tickets was, I think the hotels was $4 something, like $4 something, and then plane tickets was what $370 something a piece. So
yeah. So it was, you know, and we actually ended up spending our own Uber money. You know, the taxi from where we was going was almost $50. We didn't expect that. And then we wanted to catch another cab to the funeral. Let me say this. Swarthy, go ahead and speak, but I'm sorry, but I'm not going to forget something. I want to say the reason why we was late. But Swarthy, Most High bless. He'll tell you we was there too. He had to take us because we actually called him. Go ahead, Most High bless.
All praises to you, Ha Mashayach Yahawashi. Shalom. What's going on, brothers?
Shalom, Most High bless.
I wanted to say something because Sharshem, you said something so powerful, brother, about just FOPE in general, speaking about how we need to take things to a different level, you know. I remember when I first started coming on the channel, me and another brother, he was talking about how if we did get the funding and we did have the support, how having places where brothers can practice the fundamentals and the basics of science, of math, of English, and then obviously getting into other languages and mastering them, providing scholarships for brothers and sisters to be able to learn how to do construction work, how to get into electrical work, getting into engineering, science, and technology too. You know, in the book of Daniel, it talked about how we were wise in a lot of things, and I think it's imperative for the black man to go back to being the wisest man on earth and the most learned man on earth. And I think us going to the next level is learning how to have self-sufficiency, you know, learning how to do things where we can build our own and grow our own and take care of our own, you know, ultimately getting self-sufficiency. If I could land the plane, You know?
Yeah, I've been preaching that for the longest now, and been trying to teach everybody about becoming a Renaissance man or a Renaissance woman, meaning the person that has the tricks of all trades, know how to do it yourself. That's why I was preaching to them about, hey, you should learn how to know how to do medical things. That way, if you know how to patch up a stab wound or a gunshot wound, because we might be living in a time where you can't go to certain places no more if you don't do certain things as far as the government, know how to make fires, hunt, that's why we've been teaching that whole thing about learning survival and learning how to be self-reliant. That way you don't be vulnerable where you feel like I can't do anything, because they made our people weak as a nation because we're not farming, we're not growing our own crops, we're not hunting our own food. We're not slaughtering our own animals. We don't control our own water, electricity, or anything. So in this fight already, we weakened. So when the Most High showed me that, he said, I want you, to be a different type of man, but become a Renaissance man. And with me doing that, I even have my friends that's not in the knowledge, but they Israelites by birth. They just don't believe in it. You know what I'm saying? I'm teaching them and leading them and their children and how to be a Renaissance person and teaching them how to be a self-reliance. And they, from all the knowledge I had with them, they appreciate that because they see a bigger picture too. They might not believe and know what we know, like how we believe, because they're not into it. But they see that that's the way that they have to be in the society today.
Ain't no doubt.
Yeah,
man.
man.
The reason why I was saying the reason why I was saying about skill sets and learning, what you said was powerful, that we have to be self-sufficient. And we were somewhat, I ain't gonna say fooled, because everything has a reason. We had the NAACP or the Rainbow Coalition, right, and many other movements, but these organizations, NAACP and Rainbow Coalition, irregardless of who they was set up by and so on and so forth, because we all know, just like Black Lives Matter, right, what it's supposed to mean,
right?
But for our edification, it's not just for people of color; it's for our people. Damn it, it's for our people. Damn it, right? So, what certain connections that we all have, not just me, that we have. Skill sets may be used. If you have the skill set to set up something, not against this country, but for this country, right? For the people that stay in this country, and one of them with melanated skin, right? So in that way, wherever you go, right, and you use a skill set, you can't be called a treason, right? A person of treason, but you'll be called a person, I would say, not a diplomat for this country, right? But a peacemaker, right? A new school of thought for our people edification, so there's a lot of stuff that we need to work on and improve, like Swarty was saying. But if anybody have any skill sets, ideas, please contact us on the email, because I got to make maybe 7-8 calls tomorrow and deal with people that who's been more seasoned in a political field directly. I have been in the political field indirectly because I always like politics. And I think that kind of made me a little savvy in my conversation and things that I do. But I don't want to take up all the time, so we'll let you come in. Anybody want to come in, please come in. The link is in the room. The link is in the room. The link is in the room. Swollen?
Shalom. Just sometimes, Elder, it be feeling like, Yahweh been putting smoke on the earth recently. So sometimes it be feeling like we might not have enough time to actually go to a construction school or go learn how to grow crops properly and learn those things that are necessary for self-sufficiency. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it be feeling like we don't have enough time for all of that. But at the same time, just because we understand that the Most High is going to put smoke on the world, it don't mean we shouldn't still strive for those things. You see what I'm saying? Just because we understand end time prophecy, I don't think it believes we should stop pursuing that.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. Yesterday, last night, I was on Facebook, and I was looking at this video. This man was putting a fence together for his daughter, and she asked him. She said, "Daddy, where did you learn how to do all this stuff?" He said, "I learned it all from YouTube University," and I've been telling people that for the longest. Anything you need to know, it's all on YouTube. How to crop, do plumbing. My homeboy, he got his own car dealership. He's a self-taught mechanic from YouTube. He fixed cars. He learned how to do all his work watching YouTube videos. You can learn tricks and trades now, man, just off of YouTube. You ain't even gotta go to school no more. They'll show you right on there how to stitch, do all types of things. That's why I was telling people what they should do. Get you a big hard drive and download as many of these survival techniques or trade videos as possible on things that you want to know while they still up, and people can show you, and you'll see everything that you need to know right there, and start doing stuff and trying it yourself. You know what I mean? You can learn all the tricks and trades watching YouTube, and it ain't even that hard. You know, I ain't saying it's going to be perfect, but the more you do stuff, the more you learn. That's all I wanted to say.
Just imagine though, Sharsham, if we really, knew brothers and sisters where we knew how to put together a house from the ground up. You see what I'm saying? Or we know how to find water. We know we're into engineers, so we know how to build solar panels and even understand the intricacies of putting together pretty much anything you see on Earth.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. And that we can do those things, but see, we just don't have the funding, the technology, and we don't have access to everything. But that wouldn't happen.
Right.
Then if we did all that, then why would the Most High need to redeem us?
But
then,
you know what, Sam? Y'all know what? Well, Asiel and other leaders, they didn't really ask too much of the government just when they did it. To go all the way to Israel, Ghana, and all different places, probably people, but they just did it. So we have hundreds, few thousand people watching this platform, right? We build, help us set up an organization where we could do things, and have ideas, let's make it happen. The link is in the room.
Yeah, that's true. Out of Yehuda, a lot of them are wealthy off the trading market and stocks and stuff like that. But that was something that our people was really never hit to that much. So, even now it's never too late. But a lot of our people don't even have money to invest in that, because sometimes it's a long-term return, could be a short-term return, or they live in check to check and barely making it. Their head barely above the water, so they don't really have the finances to invest in the crypto and the different markets out here. So, it's one of those situations. But other than that, we had a wonderful trip, family, and we really appreciate y'all and thank y'all for the support and the funding of it. And man, out of Qanath is trying to do many other things in Israel now, and even be a little bit more behind the scenes as well. And the platforms is going to be up and running more. They're going to be up and running, but for what we trying to do, we may not always be on here as much as we want anymore, because we feel like we have a better and bigger and better calling now to do. Falls between us. Elder Qanath, you still there? He must have stepped away. But yeah, we feel like we got a bigger and better calling, and we're trying to take this thing to another level.
Yeah.
Okay, you must still got that delay.
Yep.
Yeah. So we trying to take this thing to another level for the people, and the documentary. I was telling about the documentary we supposed to be doing up there, Qanath. That the elders want us to come out there and document a lot of information. They're going to show us the schools and a lot of the locations, and do some documentary in Israel when we go there, and Dimona. And I just feel like, I'm at this point in my walk, in my journey, where, I don't have to agree on everything with another brother or sister in the faith. You know, we all not going to agree on everything. I mean, even me and the elder, we were speaking about the language, and we was talking about how we all have the different dialects in English. I was telling, but I was like, you know, when you study Hebrew, everybody, it's like many different Hebrew lingos. So I said, I don't trip when I hear somebody say Yeshua or Yeshua or Yehoshua or Yah or Yahweh or Yahuwah or Yahui. You know, we all know we referencing the same power, and we speaking of Yah. As long as we understand Yah is the power, Yah is the salvation of us, then we all good. I'm not going to be arguing over what is the whole proper name and how we should say it. You know, we got to move past conversations like that, because Israel is scattered, and we are not going to speak the same lingo and tongue and dialect. Even in this bastard English tongue, we don't speak the same lingo, talk, and dialect. You was about to say something, Qanath?
No, I'm just listening, enjoying it. You know, the link is in the room. The link is in the room. Please come in.
Shalom, Firestone. Most High bless. Shalom, Naphtali. Most High bless, sis. So we got a lot of things that we going to do, family. And the debate lead is also coming. I can't wait for that. That's going to be big. And the way that, like I said, the way we trying to do that is it's going to be an intellectual debate lead, where, you know, you can have brothers that just do spiritual sparring, nothing personal, no personal attacks, no ad hominem attacks on nobody. Nobody has to be disrespected. And I think we have to come past that point, Israel, where people ain't over here just to see somebody talked about or disrespected because of their sex and or what doctrine, what they believe in. You know, we wanted to be a non-biased platform. Star or Lehman, can y'all please put the link in the room to the channel? We need to get at 500 subscribers, and then we can open the poll up. Because what we're going to do is we're going to let the people judge the debates, and let them judge and see who they feel who won the debate. And we want it to be an intellectual thing, not where it's a bunch of name calling and disrespect, but where is your knowledge and your sparring and your teaching will be your battle, not, you know, the disrespect to your opponent, because we don't need that. We want to bridge the gap from being disrespectful to we still brothers and sisters, even though we may disagree. Like, man, Elder Qanath might spar, but, you know, I ain't gonna be calling him stupid and dumb and you know, all that dumb stuff. You know, we just sparring intellectually on our side, but not. And after that, you know, we still brothers. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be none of that foolish stuff where we gotta disrespect each other. You know, because we all hold information, and we all do our research, so we all should be able to sit down, talk, and see each other's point of view. And then somebody could graciously bow out and say, you know what, I think you're right. You know, maybe I thought that I knew everything about it, because I did that a few times, you know, on certain topics me and him talked about that I thought I knew about, and then he was like, no, and I was like, and we'll go back and forth. But we went back and forth on a lot of things, but it was never disrespectful. It was just him showing me.
In fact, that's how Sham and I actually, I'm sorry, Sham. That's how we actually learned, because we was getting so many books and reading and study. So we just started going back and forth each other. Like, oh no, yeah. But nobody, y'all didn't even know. I'm telling you, y'all never had an idea. All the time. Then we share.
Right. And it's just like, you just gotta go and look and say, look, let me show you this. Let me show you this. So we can have these intellectual conversations. I think it's better if we can show the people that can happen. How you feel about that, Swarthy?
Responding with information, eliminating the ad hominem attacks. I think that's beautiful, number one. And, you know, it'll be interesting to see how the debaters debate. Obviously, I'm looking at it from the standpoint of, all right, I got to get down here to the library and get all my sources together and do my research. So if I ever do come out and challenge something concerning the doctrine, I can respond with just scholarship, you know, with sources, with the things that I've studied from that particular subject. So I think that's it's good to bring that decorum and that class to a debate where, brothers and sisters shouldn't be taking something like that personal, but we should be able to like intellectually spar with each other a little bit. Absolutely.
Oh, I forgot to add this too. We got a call late night that our dear brother in Chicago, they offer part of the school, and when we come there, that's part of our school too. I was like, wow, so I just got so much respect for that, brother. People, period. So everything that happened this week it was just beautiful. I got a chance to walk around and see parts of the city. And Shawshan, went out. We walked by ourselves, right? Yep. I mean, when I say walk, we were just walking and walk till our feet got tired. The stomachs got hurt. So walk was probably walk, and we didn't know where the hell we was walking at. We leaned in the spirit, we just kept walking. But it was, man, that was this wonderful experience for me. From the plane flight to everything, it's a wonderful experience for me. With my dear brother, my cousin, man. And
thank you.
Like I said, it would just, I don't know. I'm just lost for words, but I just like to thank you guys, faces I have never seen before, and for you to do what you did.
Yes, you can hit the Phillips. You can hit the Philip. You can hit the link, my brother. You're welcome to come on and speak on about judging the debates. But like I said, we're not judging the debate. It's only going to be the people, and it's going to be done by the polls and who they vote or who they think won. That way, nobody would feel like somebody's being biased or, you judging a debate in this way because you believe that. Meaning, okay, if you're a Muslim, you're only voting for him because he's a Muslim. Or you're an Israelite, you want to vote for him because he's an Israelite, even if his, information is wrong or pseudo or even not true. We don't want that. We want the people to decide. That way, it could be a even playing field and fair for everyone.
Salakia, Shawshan, brother, y'all are you guys gonna count the votes in the chat or
no
for every? Okay,
no, we're putting up a
online votes, whatever we can do online,
where you decide who want to debate. Where the people want to decide who want to debate. We're going to put it on the main channel, and we're going to put it on a debate channel, and we're going to let the people decide. Where nobody can say, "Well, y'all saying I lost." Well, we ain't saying you lost. The people saying you lost. That way, nobody can be blamed for their academia skills or level. Like I said, you can have all the right information, but if you're a bad presenter and you don't know how to speak, you can still lose. So you have to know how to debate and get people to understand why you're debating what you're debating. There's many ways to
right.
debates.
Right, you have to have a compelling argument.
Exactly. And that's the thing. And that way it opened up conversation more too. Because there's a lot of topics that people want to touch on that people are scared to touch on, that they need to touch on. And people want to debate, that they can debate, that we want to see debated.
Another sad thing, man. Let's just stop, like I say, hating on each other. That last fiasco was ridiculous, and it's still going on, unfortunately. But we move on.
You could come on, sis. What are you talking about? We nobody ain't got no problem with you. You see shit, we ain't gonna like her. If she call in. Everybody has a right to their opinion. And myself and Elder Qanath know how to take criticism, as long as it's not disrespectful, But we all can use critiquing and a little brushing up. So it's just the delivery and how you present it to somebody, I would say.
Salakia, Shawshan, the library that's down the street from where I'm at in Minnesota, they got a lot of books on science. It's a lot of biblical encyclopedias in there. They got like over 1,000 Bibles. Some of the Bibles go back as far as the 1400s. So it's a lot of information in the library that's in Minneapolis. And you just really gotta just discipline down and go in there and go through the different sources and the different books and find out what the words mean. You might have to find out what it means in Latin or Greek or what some people would call the Egyptian language. The different lingua francas, if you will, or the different languages that you have to sometimes research something in to find out what's really going on. It certainly puts you to the test to get all the information you can get, as well as make your argument compelling. Like you were saying, not just having the information, but being able to speak in a way that you could win over the people and get the win.
Right. Hey, Shalom, what's up, bless?
Hey, blessings, man. Yahawashi Yahawashi Baraka Thumb.
Yeah, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
Shalom, brother.
Shalom. Peace to the chat. I was thinking about the debate judging.
Most bless. Oh, maybe it's my end. Seems like he's stuck or froze, but most bless.
No, he fine, Qanath.
Is he? Or is it me?
Yeah, he good. I think it's just your internet. Your internet a little. Internet.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, in terms
there we
of
go.
judging,
Hey, my bad. I forgot to call too. Sam, you got his number, right, Sam? I forgot to call, man. Been so busy.
Yeah, I know you went to the cinema, right?
Yeah, I got your number. Yeah,
sorry, fine.
Yeah,
No problem.
Just came back. I got it right here. I'm gonna send them to you, Qanath. I'm looking at them now.
All right. Hey, I was thinking about in judging the debate, right? The other day I was like, I'm not a computer geek or whatever, but sometimes I develop things in my head. So, in terms of judging a debate, if you were to be a judge of a debate, what are some of the major areas in which you would look on? Like, for instance, somebody's presentation or their source, or so on and so forth. Because I develop a little Excel spreadsheet. I don't know how to share my thing.
You see down at the bottom, it says share. It's a load of TV. Look down. You see it?
It says share. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, hit that, and then I can bring whatever you want to share.
All right, let me see. Let me get the thing. Okay. Let's share.
I would like you Philip to start being a regular on the program too, brother. Most I will.
Okay.
No doubt.
Well, I just subscribe, so hopefully I'll know whenever you come on.
You see all them books he got back there, Qanath. Got a bigger library than me.
I try to read it. Is it share slides or video file or share screen? Right?
No, you got to share share screen, whatever you're trying to share.
Okay, good.
I think you should just share screen.
This one here. Is it sharing?
Nope.
Not
Trust me, when I see it, I'll let you know. It'll pop up down here and I can put it on the screen. There you go.
Okay.
Now you have the StreamYard up, it looks like. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna just okay, you got another screen. Oh, there you go.
Okay, cool. So I don't know, I just did this as a test, like something. Okay, so you have a debater 1, debater 2. That will be the names of the persons are debating. It's like a judge, is a judgment card or whatever you want to call it, right?
Right.
So you have information, sources, presentation, application, clarity, precision, knowledge of
you know what? Hey, do me a favor. Can you make that bigger?
Bigger.
Like zoom in.
Man, I like that. A lot of people already know. A lot of people. Hey, Sam. Hey, brothers and sisters, already know. A lot of people going to steal that already. But go ahead.
Is that bigger? Enough or no?
Yeah, it's a little bigger. We can see it. Okay. But hold on. Let me see. Can I pump it on the whole screen? Okay, go ahead. We can see it on the whole screen now.
Okay. So yeah, so you have all these categories or columns: information, source, presentation, application, clarity, precision. This could be converged. Knowledge of subject material, decorum or mannerism, how well kept to topic, and then the total. Now I just did this as a test based, like on a 2-1 score basis. So somebody who wins get 2 points in the judge's eye at least, and the person that loses gets 1 point. So then you'll have the total for each round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if there's so many rounds. And then you have the question sessions, right? And then at the end, you have the total. Debater 1 with 110 and debater 2 with 105. So I'll just, I just want some information on this.
Hey, bro, that's genius. Damn.
Because I'm thinking of like when they score for boxing, they score on a 10 at what?
Yeah,
at 10-90. Right.
That's very, very well put together.
Yeah. And if anybody could think of any other category that we can look at, right? I try to incorporate it and use that so that if you have, let's say, 2 or 3 judges or 4 or 5 judges, the judge can use like a system that they're looking for certain things in the debaters and then score them accordingly.
Right. But see, my thing is, if we use judges, we need people who's going to judge, but not judge off biasness because of the topic, or they might disagree with somebody's information. That's my thing. I don't want nobody that want to judge biasly. That's why we said, well, just let the people do it. Now, I understand Elder Yehuda saying, well, people in the audience can be biased too. So then, and that's true.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, you know what? Hey, Sam, you know what? I'm looking at, hey, Sam, I'm sorry. I'm looking at where he has his scoreboard set up. When people see how the debate is being judged, then they know they can go look, because this would bring the listener audience more into the debate, because now they will know what to look out for. Okay, was it? Can you read what 2 is? Oh, can you read what 1 is for me real quick?
One is information. Information. So.
Right. So they know. Okay. Well, go ahead. I'm sorry. You explain it.
No, you go ahead. No, the information is that well, okay, you have the 2 debaters. One person may go more on maybe their feelings, right? Another person may present more information, so they're more information based. And in the presenting of the information, one person may just present, they just pick up some people, maybe from Google, and some others may be able to present information, more sources. So so based on that, you could say, well, all right, I judge that debater 1 wins the information.
No, I was speaking to the elder that came in the chat. So
exactly.
You go ahead.
Okay.
Shalom, elder.
Go ahead, Philip.
Okay, yeah. So based on that, you can say debater 1 won the information battle, and maybe debater 2 may have won the precision. How precise were their knowledge, right? I think I like this one at the end. How well did the person keep to the topic? Because a lot of times, I can say this because it happens also in church, right? When we're doing a discussion, we are very mentally indisciplined, we as a people. So we don't keep to the topic well. We go all over the place and sometimes we bring in some good information. It may be good information, but not necessary nor pertinent to the topic. So somebody may throw a lot of information out, but how well does that information that they're throwing out stick or stay to the construct and the discipline of the topic? Like I could be talking on iPhone, but I'm giving a lecture on iPhone, but then I move off to like cars, and I'm telling you I'm giving another information on cars. Yeah, how well does the car relate to the iPhone? So therefore now, though the information I give on car may be good, it may not be applicable nor pertinent to the topic of iPhone. So yes, I may throw a lot of information, but I may lose that wrong because the information is not keeping to the topic.
You know what I like, before that you finish going in on the rest of the topics, is that this chart will be able to hold the judges to the fire, right? And also They can hold a listening audience to the fire, and instead of listening and rooting for somebody that you may like, but they have to pass all these criteria to actually win the debate. You know, this chart, which I love, thanks, brother, is not a fan-based chart. You know what I mean? So if you want to know real knowledge, then you look at this chart and say, well, okay, did they win on 1? Did they win on 2? Right now, somebody said, Judge, what you was looking at? You know, people say, man, what the hell? Like they told me, asked me, man, what the hell you was looking at? You know, oh, I see why. So now we can go in and say, like I looked at the last debate we had, I saw one person bringing out information. I saw another person bringing out sarcasm. You know, one person was able to keep stay a little more on topic. The other person like went off topic, like you said. So that's genius. How you? I'm assuming they looked at the last debate and looked at what should have been looked at. You know, because and I'm gonna tell everything he said. That's exactly what I was looking at.
So Philip,
you know, exactly. But I like when you got it on that chart. You know.
So Philip, you asking us, you want us to use a system, or this is what you want to contribute to the debate lead for us?
Yes, I don't mind. I don't mind.
Okay. Well, guess what? Email it to me. Starling, put the email in to wait a minute. I got it.
You want me to put my email?
No, I'm gonna drop my email in the back chat.
Okay.
Matter of fact, yeah. Wait, hold on. Oh, I see your number right here. Matter of fact, just
send the email.
Yeah, put your email in the back chat.
Okay.
And I'll send you an email from our FOPE email.
Yeah, then, because I like the way this set up. That way, the judge will be held to fire.
And we appreciate your contribution too, as well.
Held to fire.
Thank you.
And you're not going to be able to just win on pizzazz alone. You know, you have to have a whole lot of things. So, if you have any more, please go down by the line. I'm sorry I cut you off. Go down the line. Finish on them.
Now see Israel too. See how the brother came on and he contributes something good, and that's nothing wrong with that. And because he wanted to see a more professional debate lead, and just based off of information. So if anybody else got an idea or want to help out, we welcome all that. Like I said, it's not an Israelite platform, but it's an open platform for all ideologies. So. Yeah. It ain't based off of just because you're Israel. We being biased because we're Israelites. Yeah. But go ahead, brother.
Right. And then I think I mentioned number 2, source or sources. Again, sometimes people just rant off a lot of information or a lot of stuff, and they have no source, or they have little source, or I don't know if there's a way to judge the validity of the source. There should be a way to judge that, but at least the sources should be clear. And evident, not just me saying, well, I think this, or I believe so, or I read this. Show the source, as they say, source up, right? Presentation. Now, a lot of people may have a lot of knowledge, right? But having the knowledge and presenting that knowledge in a legible, clear way for the audience to understand is 2 different things. I remember when I was in school, I went to LIU. I graduated from LIU, downtown Brooklyn. In one of the classes I took, they had a CPA teaching. The man was very knowledgeable, but he was one of the lousiest teachers. When he says something, you have to ask him 5 times because he didn't know how to communicate properly the knowledge in his head clearly to the audience. So presentation, somebody can know all they know, but when they say it, you have to be like, well, what did he just say, or what did she just say, right? So presentation. Now presentation, I think clarity should follow presentation, because when you present it, it must be clear. It's no use you present your presentation and then it's as cloudy as what. You still have to go to the dictionary and you have to go read 15 different books to figure out what the person was saying. It should be clear. Application, meaning how does my presentation applies to the crowd or to the audience. A lot of times people are speaking over the audience's head. And what you're saying to the audience have no bearing on the audience. I know that because you see, when I do like in church, a Bible study or whatever, I usually prefer question and answering, because I realize you can prepare a message and stand up and preach for 5 hours straight, and everything you say might be right and correct. But the people in the audience, they're like at a loss because they have some questions that they want some clarity. So you have to be able to apply with clarity the presentation to the audience. Follow? Make sense?
Right.
Right.
All right. Knowledge of the subject material. I think this will come in the question and answering section, because what happened is that if you tell me to do a debate with somebody on a particular topic, I could Google quickly all this information and present them. But that's like cramming the information. Like sometimes, but again, when I was in school, a lot of people used to study to get an A on an exam. But after they get the A or the B or they did well on the exam, 2 weeks after, if you ask them anything on that same topic, they have no clue. So they didn't study to learn the subject material. They studied to get an A on the exam. And that was it. So now after the presentation has been made, when the question and answer and the answering session comes, how well does the presenter really know the subject material without having to, not without, in terms of explaining now, right? So it comes back to clarity also. I presented, and now I can take what I present now and explain in a questioning and answering session clearly to the audience. Decorum or mannerism, that has to go with calling people's names out of their names and so on. I mean, let me tell you, I'm a Christian, right? And when I listen to platforms like these, I get enthused, right? And as I told you, I used to be with the Hebrew Israelites before. And even if I am somewhat influenced to want to make a shift over, you know what I realize? That most times these other religious or spiritual systems are not that much different from Christianity. You may think it is, but they're not really much different, because the same bickering and fighting and divisions, right, that goes on in Christianity goes on here also, you know. And so I think that we all have to learn how to be disagreeing with each other, but not making that disagreement make us enemies. And in that now, we have to learn to control our emotions and our mannerism, not to just call somebody name out of their names because you disagree with their information. You know, remember it's a debate. And in this debate, I think I said to somebody, I think was today, look, when it comes to this knowledge, and I have to ask you a question on something on the Hebrew, right? Something that really confuses me. All right. But when it comes to this knowledge, like somebody like me, I'm a babe, right? I'm an infant. And so when I hear these debates or I listen to them, I get knowledge. But when it is involved with all this rigmarole, it sometimes creates a lot of distraction. So the person who doesn't know how to maintain proper mannerism and decorum should lose points. Yeah? Should lose points. And probably more than just 1 point or 2, you see?
Right.
Yeah. I did how well kept the topic and so on. Yeah. So these are some of the points I think should be important. Maybe there could be other points. And maybe some of these can be converged to make room for a different point that's not here. I'm open to for suggestions.
Shalom. I think those are all excellent things to establish as fundamental rules in a debate.
Okay.
Yeah, I think put everybody's foot to the fire, and that way the judges, and now the opponents will get to now they will know what the judge is looking for. You know, instead of what they think they should be looking at. Oh no, look, you didn't look at this. No, this is what I'm looking for. You know, you didn't see what I had on. I had on
this or I had on that. No, we weren't looking for that. No, we weren't looking for little rats and gerbils. We weren't looking for that.
Right.
This is what we're looking for. You know, so I think that'd be better. You know, and now feelings have to do anything to do with it. Well, you can see. You know, we're not talking about we can see. We're talking about these 5 or 6 topics. That's what we're looking at, and then we can go down and break down each topic, and the judge can show you, okay, this is what I saw. Well, no, well, you show me where I'm wrong at in that topic, right?
Yes.
Show me in the scholarship, right? We ain't talking about the pizzazz and or the ad hominems, all that, right? Now we're looking at the sources. Show me the sources, source. You know, who brought more sources and more accurate, and what they were saying, whether I believe or not, and what they were saying, because they would cross their stuff up. So, shit, you can't get around it. That's great right there, brother. Absolutely great.
Okay.
I'll fall
so
back.
I'm gonna email it to you, and you let me just do this one thing, so I can center the numbers. That way they are clear and bold them, so everybody you can see them better that way. Yeah. Yeah. So when I get the thing, I'll email them to you, and like I said, you know, if anybody comes up with any more or whatever, you know, just let me know, because I think that we need to get, you know, some structure is always good. Structure is always good. Yeah.
Salakia, Elder Qanath, and Sharsham, do the debaters get to establish an actual record in the league? You know, like the first time you participate in a debate, whether you win or lose, is like documented, or there's like a record cap of, okay, this brother is 5-1 in a debate league, you know, or this sister is, you know, 4-1.
That's a good. I think that's a great point too.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great. You know, because now I'm looking at like overall debater. You know, I don't know how we can something like that for overall debater, because I can have a debate on what makes green, what colors make green, and you know, so I mean, but something more tangible, because you might have somebody that's 4-1, 2 people 4-1 in the debate league, because the first debate is not going to be for no title. You know what I mean? So, but I would say after 3 debates, and you could shoot for a title. You know, and then maybe we can have judges or the people say, okay, you know what, I like to see this person, that person get in the ring, and then, you know, and then we decide. But right now, we already know Naphtali is the champ, so yeah, I got to build your record up to take that. You know, won't be no change of the mind, parties that wasn't involved. You know, just because you put your 2 cents in it don't mean nothing. You know, when Naphtali come on, we're going to play the song, The Champ is Here. You know, so that's how it's going to be until somebody take it from her, because we started to think that people know that she won, and they upset because it wasn't won on their channel. But where's Sam? Phil? Swoy.
And you know what's interesting about Naphtali being a champion is that a lot of times in sports or in competitions, it's impressive to defend your championship. So keeping record of how long somebody can defend a championship too, I think would be pretty cool as well.
Okay.
Well, yeah, that can happen.
So wait, you're saying then that you keep a record on each debate for each person?
Yeah, like once you come into the debate league, because you officially start a record. Once you go out and once you compete in the debate, somebody's gonna win or lose the debate, right? And if you win the debate, then your debate, your name and your record is right there. And let's say you win the championship, right? Keeping record of how long you can hold the belt, I think, will be tight, because in some sports they say a true champion is one who can defend their belt as well, not just win the belt, but hold it and defend it.
True.
So keeping record of debaters' records as well as like title defenses, I think would make the debate league interesting.
Okay, so we could do a spreadsheet for that, or it might have to take a few.
Or like the debaters that have the two best records debate against each other in a title. You have title fights and undercards and stuff like that, where you set up the different competitors with their records. You might have somebody debating somebody on an undercard that's 4-2 against somebody that's 5-1. So I think it'll make the debate league interesting.
Yes. And or like in boxing, you have the number one contender, and I think is how it goes. I think the champion is mandated to fight. I think the number one contender within a certain time period, or he could risk forfeiting the belt, something like that. So that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Well, I just want to let you know of my contribution. I don't know. You mind if I share this with any other forum, or just leave it here?
You can take it down. I mean, or I mean, you talking about
well,
other people? It's yours.
Okay.
Yeah, you can take it down. We're gonna lock it in.
Everybody can use the same
Your creation.
Yeah, everybody could use the same system. It's just a system. Like I don't think it's an issue. It's just like football and stuff like that.
What I like about it, hey Shea, what I like about it, because I'm officially asking this brother to be a part of FOPE, because I love him when he first came on. So, you know, and like I said, it's for our people edification, you know, and we may have some different beliefs, you know, and also Yehuda say some of them don't do that. I agree, but that's what we put the new school of thought, because we are the salt of the earth, and we change stuff.
Yes.
Let me go ahead. We change stuff, right? And we make because other things that set up in life, just because it's a system. You know, they had black water fountain, white water fountain, just because they said it and made the law, and this don't make it right. You know, so we think that coming up with this is great. You know, hey Yehuda, how about this? It's they say university, it's their university. This is our university for our people.
I hear you.
And I agree with Yehuda too. You don't see that in universities. I definitely agree with that, but I thought it would make our league fun.
Right. It'd be a little more fun, that's all. You know, we got charisma in the salt, you know, and let's keep it real. Everything that they teach in university, they got it from us any damn way. You know, they got it from us any damn way. So this is another new school of thought for our people edification, CUC. So that's what it's about, you know. But go, you want to spell a little more if you want to, not. But what you want to spell, Shashem. The link is in the room. And also, please share it on the Debate League channel, so when people come on, they can actually see.
Because that's a beautiful. That's a beautiful dialogue he laid out there, and great idea too.
Well, actually, it's different than Sarnetta platform. Hold on. It's not even close to Sarnetta platform. Sarnetta is a judge. He's the creator. He decides what the debate gonna be about. He's the final judge. He's over here judging my platform, telling me I should take the title from that title. You know, so it's not like his. You know, it's not even close. It's not even close. And how he judged, I can't even fault him. That's his platform. He can do whatever he want to do. You know, the people accept it, then they accept it. That's the right that we all have. But we're gonna do that different, because I don't think Sarnetta ever showed a spreadsheet like the brother Phillips did. I don't think he came up with a system on wins and losses like Swarthy did. You know, and I don't think when it says Sarnetta Studios or Conscious Community or Black News 102, that platform is going to be for our people edification, academia, debate league, academia. Right, that's what we're dealing with. If I'm saying it right, you know, so that's what we're dealing with. We're not dealing with fanfare, you know, nigger nuts and all that type of stuff, right? We're dealing with the brother man on how you speak to one another, right? The hosts and the people be going back and forth over there, they be cursing each other out. Now, I'm not faulting them. That's how they do. But we're nowhere near suggesting that that's what that laid out, right? We don't self-want no champ, right? Naphtali champ has been kicking ass for a long time. So, hey,
she's the champ over here at FOPE, far as we're concerned. She accepted that title, and we're going to get her a belt. So a fundraiser will be started for that, you know, and we're going to make it happen, you know. But go ahead, Buzz.
For me?
Anybody, go ahead.
I think the other brother was saying something, no? Because I was done. I don't know the Hebrew, right? But I like some information or some clarity, if you will, right?
Okay.
On one Hebrew. Well, okay. I was reading something the other day, and you know, I used this here to get like a dictionary on the Strongs, right? Because I don't know the Hebrew. I used to, when I was with 125th, I used to learn a few words, you know.
That's the worst is to use.
With this one?
Yep. All Hebrew teachers tell you Strong's suck.
Get out.
You use dictionaries and lexicons. I never use a Strong's. Qanath will tell you that.
Okay, but here are the things, right? Like I was looking up the word bless, which it comes from the word Barak or Barak, B-A-W-R-A-W.
Right. That's blessing.
Right, okay. Which is, I think, Strong's 1288. But I noticed something that really blew my mind or get me kind of confused. Strong says that the word Barak was also translated, at least in the King James Version, 4 times as curse and 2 times as blaspheme. How can the same word that means bless also means curse?
Because you got to understand, right? Hebrew words got different meanings.
Right.
And all of them, like when you look up the word lakwash, that word means to ravish, it means to lay hold, it means to seize, but it also means to marry. So Hebrew words have many different meanings. It's also on the context and how the scripture is being used.
Okay.
So you have to understand how it's being used, and
that's how you live.
What'd you say, Elder Qanath?
I was saying just like in the English language, L-I-V-E, L-I-V-E. It depends on how that is used in a sentence. I live for you, right? Or I'm alive right now. Like we're alive.
Right, but those 2 words are not opposites of each other. And I think curse and blessing, to say that the same word, I don't know if Strong is.
I don't know why that's like that in the Strongs.
Yeah.
But what I'll do is, right, since I got your email, right?
Yeah.
I'll look it up in my Hebrew lexicons and Hebrew dictionaries and see what it say.
Okay.
What was it? Matter of fact, what was the Strong's number? I got a book right here. I can look at
1288. 1288.
1288?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Oh, wait, 1288. Let me see.
See, y'all, check this out. We have a discussion and we're agreeing and disagreeing, but you're having a great discourse and a great teaching moment. You know, and I think that's what we want. And I tell you, this was Shashan I was looking for. You and your brother DeBar would be a great team to do some of this stuff together, man.
Right. In this dictionary, it says to kneel low. Implication man towards God.
Can you show everybody the book that you're looking at? You're reading, saying this dictionary can show us?
I don't want to. I got so many. I like my Hebrew sources private. You know, I don't like to show all my books when I do.
Right. Sure.
Just in case I got to show somebody something. But hold on, because like I said, I look in different books. Right. They got it in here listed under curse as well.
Yeah.
Greatly, it means indeed, it means blaspheme, it means kneel, it means kneel down, it means praise, it means salute, it means still, it means thank.
Nothing but that.
So like I said, and then you got another entry where you have Barak at, and it says to kneel low, to bless. Then you have another entry that just says to kneel.
Yeah.
So it depends on how it's being used, and you also got to look at too the Masoretic text and how it's being used on that form. So it depends.
All right, like let me say, like the other day, I think I saw what the guy named Jerusalem, Zion Lex, was Zion, or Zion. He was doing something, and he was.
Oh no, mute your mic. You talking in the you having your personal conversation on live.
Yeah.
Mute your mic, Qanath.
All right, my bad.
That's all right.
Y'all go ahead.
Yeah, he looks like he has a good how should I say, background in the Hebrew itself.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they have the different. You have a letter in the Hebrew, and you have the dash or the dots, and so I don't know if that has anything.
They're the new codes. Yeah. You talking
about okay, but
that's a vowel point system.
Okay, it kind of grabbed my attention for the past 4 or 5 days. Why the same word is translated in two opposites. One is blessed and one is cursed, and then another one is blaspheme. But I didn't look into the blaspheme, and I think even though the Strongs didn't give where it was used in that way, I think I checked. It was Job chapter 1, I think verse 5 and verse 11, and chapter 2 verse 6. When you see, I think when it says, Satan said to God, "He will curse you to your face." That word "curse" is Barak.
Yeah, because you got to look at it too, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got a good blessing and you got a bad blessing, and the devil can bless you as well too. Just like how you try to tempt, the Messiah, saying, "Hey, I'll give you all these kingdoms." That's a blessing, but it ain't a blessing, a good one from somebody. I mean, it's a blessing from the devil.
Gotcha.
People get blessed by Satan every day.
Hey, Shan, what I want to know, Shan. Hey, Shan, what I want to know, why can't we see the book? Why can't we see that book you was looking at?
Now, stop it, man. Stop it. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'm not showing my Hebrew book.
Hey, I'm trying. Hey, Shan, look, I'm trying to be as cool as I possibly can, man. Why can't we see that book, player? Let us see.
Everybody kick Qanath off. I'm not showing my Hebrew books. I keep my Hebrew books to myself. I got my reasons.
But hey, I can't. But I don't know the Hebrew if it's sure to be. As a matter of fact, when I was working for the
I'll send a picture of it to you.
But I don't know the Hebrew, so I wouldn't know how to use it.
No, it's not that. It's that I don't want to show I don't like showing all my Hebrew.
Oh, gotcha.
They can see some of them up here in the back, what I'm saying. Some of them they can't buy no more anyway because they're not in circulation. It's hard to get them. This ain't hard to get, and they can just go right online and grab this one. I can show it. It's no big deal. This is just a newer one.
I said, man, you gotta give up your sources.
You know what I mean?
Nicholson. Okay.
You want this one? This is just this is a new modern one. Like now the real old ones, I'm never showing nobody.
Right that thing down, boy.
I ain't showing nobody my real old Hebrew dictionaries and lexicons. I refuse to show those.
Okay.
I won't. Now that's different though. You know what I mean? Like even look, I'll show my Hebrew Apocrypha. I don't have no problem showing nobody this. I know they can't never get it. Ain't no writing on it or nothing like that. Like
that's in Hebrew?
That's the Hebrew Apocrypha, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Never seen that one.
It's in Aramaic. See, all Hebrew.
Wow.
See my markers in it? Because I've been reading it and studying it. So like I said, but I just don't like showing all my books and sources to people no more. Like I like to keep my information to myself because the Most High, he got me like that now. And I want you to go through it. That way, when I bring out stuff, I can show the people and without biasness. Because you give people information, man, and they'll cherry pick stuff and they'll lie and tell people anything.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give them the cold-hearted facts. So when somebody try to come at them with a scheme or Ponzi scheme or scam or line, they be like, no.
I've seen the room.
Like, no. You can't lie to me. So that's why we do over here.
Okay.
See, that's what hurts them when they try to lie, but you be like, man, you lying. I know. I seen what's in the book. Well, I saw what was written there. So this is how you know who the criminals, the crooks is, and the false leaders is. When they use manipulation.
Yeah.
That's why they know Shawshan can't manipulate a nigga like me.
Yeah.
You tell me something, and I said, all right, I'm gonna go check. I got a whole library here.
Yeah.
And I go through every book I got,
Yeah.
Check across every dot, every
Hey,
I.
Phil. Hey, Shane, real quick, Shane, I'm sorry. Hey, Phil, can you show us some of your books if you don't mind, or you want to keep them just in case you might have a debate one day? Sure.
I don't mind. Most of my books are on Christianity. Let's see. I have this book here. No, let me show you this one. Oh, some of them falling down now. All right. I have this. Right. This is Archaeology of the Bible.
Hey, Sham, can you give him a solo screen? I got that book right there too.
I don't think I had that book, but I got a lot of archaeology books.
Okay.
Give him a solo screen. We're gonna give you a solo screen so you can be bigger. Phil, so a lot of people can see what you had there.
I have this one from Plato to Christ.
I don't have that.
Say it again.
From Plato to Christ.
Okay.
All right.
This is the first time we ever seen somebody got a lot of books like us, man, and putting them up there. We really appreciate this.
All right, this one.
I mean, you got double stacks, and then like you got double stacks back.
Yeah.
Consuming the word. Okay.
Consuming the word. Let's see. I don't know if I have this one, a tribute to the Negro.
No, I don't have that.
Yeah.
What's that about?
Man, who's the author there? Wait.
Actually, you might like this one because it shows a lot of times a lot of things about black people, the Jews in different places.
Oh, okay.
Black Jews, I mean, or not black. Let me say black Israelites.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, let me go get that book too that we brought from the Elder Qanath.
Okay.
You know, I have a variety of books. Let me see. I have this one from by Malcolm X autobiography. Probably have that.
Okay. I had that a long time ago, like in the 90s, I believe it was.
Yeah. The Holy Vedas, right? This is the Hindu writings.
Hold on, who's that? Shame, I like that. Say it again. Who's that?
The Holy Vedas. This is the Hindu, like the Bhagavad Gita and them, you know.
Okay.
The Hindu writings. I have something on Zoroastrian, but I don't know if I still have it. Let me see what this is. This is the Septuagint, but it's in English.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if the English. Sometimes I prefer I knew the original language because I'm not trusting the English translation anymore as much as before.
Right.
Because sometimes I find that I have this book here by Sheikh.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah, I got that. Hey, Shem, he just showed the book real quick. It said the Holy Vedas, right? Written in Hindu. Can you pull it back up if possible?
Yeah, the Holy Vedas.
Oh no, I don't have that.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
What else? Let me see some of these chosen people. But I have the book that you talk about there, the Apocrypha. But this is in English. You should know that one.
Yeah, I got that.
Right. And then you have Stolen Legacy by George G.M. James.
Yeah, I don't have that one. I got a lot of Egyptian books, but I don't have that one.
Yeah, I think they were having a debate on that.
Shalom, Nehemiah. Most High bless, brother. Thanks for tuning in.
Shalom.
Well, hey, Shan, you know what? That's funny, right? See how the Most High blessed F.O.P.E with more books.
I got the belly of
the book. And now this brother coming with more books.
I have Encyclopedia of Deities. It just goes to show across the globe. I forget for what time period now. I read part of the book.
I got medical books too.
No.
Me and medical, no. I got something like that. I got a book similar to that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, different deities.
Listen, my wife is into the medical field, but me and medical field, I can't. I don't. For some reason, I can't touch that field.
Medical field was nothing but Greek and Latin language. A lot of people don't know that. It's Greek and Latin terms.
Yeah, for real. A lot of Latin words. Yeah.
Yep.
I have this here. Black Kings of Europe.
I think I got that, Sam. Don't we got that?
No, we ain't got that.
Okay.
Hey, hold on. Can you show us some pages in there? Do they have any pages?
Yeah.
Any pictures?
Oh yeah, I need to get that book. I'm writing that down right now.
Black Kings of Europe 2. I think I may have volume 1, 2. I'm not certain. So, and then I have the Negro rulers of Scotland and British Isle.
I heard about that book. I don't have that one either.
Okay.
Hold the face up. Let me see. Hold the face up again. I got that book. That's a beautiful book.
Beautiful, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see. You okay? How about the rebirth of African civilization?
I think I have that.
Yeah. This one.
Lift it up a little higher. Lift it up.
Okay.
Oh no, I don't have that.
Damn, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, brother. You probably about to take over second with me. Damn.
You know, I used to, and it's not because of church. I used to go to party. My recreation used to be party and thing, and then after time, I couldn't take, like, all tomorrow. You see, okay, I'm Caribbean, right? See the Eastern Parkway thing. I don't do that, you know. So I would stay home and read. You know, I prefer doing that because it's safer and it's better for your mental. You know, you go in the park and then you get into trouble. Somebody might want to a chronology of the Bible. Ben Yohanan. You have teachings of Zoroaster.
Who is that?
That was he was a leader in maybe like Iraq, Iran side. Around the time when Christ was on, you had the Essenes was one group. I think the Zoroaster, his group, I think, was around the time of Christ. Zoroastrianism, yeah. He was. I think they say that some of the Magi that came at the time of Christ's birth may have been coming from the area of Zoroaster. Spiritual leader in one of those countries, yeah. Interesting, right? The Lexham Septuagint. Let me see what else. I have I have this book on Karl Marx, the Communist Manifesto.
Okay.
I don't have that.
Complete Dead Sea Scroll in English. I don't know.
I got the Dead Sea Scrolls. I don't know if I have that exact one, but I have like.
Who's the author of that? That's look interesting because I know you.
That's
you got that.
Giza Vormis. You see it. You see it. Gezavarmes.
I might have that book because I got a lot of Dead Sea Scroll books.
Okay.
I even got the Hebrew of the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Okay, yeah. Because I don't know to read the Hebrew, you know. You have this one. You have heard of John Owen? He's an old Christian. I think he's one of the better Christian writers of old. He wrote this on the priesthood of Christ.
No, I never saw that.
Yeah, this man, many Christians today are not going to read him because he is very elaborate. And, you know, a lot of Christians, unfortunately, today don't want to even read short. They want to read half pages, you know, not that, you know. But this guy, I think he's...
Hey, what state you in again, brother? I'm sorry.
I'm in New York, Brooklyn, New York.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we come to see you soon.
Okay, no problem, man. Just let me know.
Yeah.
Then you have this guy, Arthur Pink, another good preacher, Gleanings in the Godhead. I don't know if you
I don't hear that one.
Yeah.
I understand the Godhead. Yeah.
Yeah. It's really the Trinity.
Right.
Yeah. Whether you believe in the Trinity or not. But I don't. Okay. I think you see how a lot of people talk about the law and its fulfillment, right? You know, I think from my perspective, and I think I may have heard some Hebrews are like teaching this way too, but how the most Christians would say that the law is done away with, right? You know, when you look at it, they don't really believe that, you know. You know why? You know why I say that? Let me tell you why. Okay, like I'm a married man, right? I have my wife. So if I tell if a preacher just don't say the law is done away with, right? And there's no more law, whatever the case may be. But if I tell them, listen, you know, I'm talking to this woman, You know, I could just make up a story or give them the impression that I'm going to go have sexual intercourse with a woman who's not my wife. They're going to come down hard on me.
Yes.
They're going to tell me that's not right. But how could it not be right if the law is done away with? You know?
Yeah, this is the elder book I got.
That's the guy that died?
No. This is the elder book that he retranslated some stuff in the King James that he said that they had mistranslated. This is his book. I don't think you can buy it because we had to buy it from him. I don't think it's in stores.
Oh, that's in store. Okay.
We bought it from him in Chicago.
But that look like the elder that passed away, no?
No, that's not elder.
Oh, that's somebody else. Okay.
His name's Shah Ezekiel Ben Yehuda.
Okay. Wow, Shah Ezekiel. Okay.
Hey, I would like. Hey, look, hey Sam. I know Naphtali willing, brother. It seemed like you will, and I hope at least, because obviously he's a Christian, you know, and once practiced Israelite. I'm not sure if he know or want to say or he Israelite or not. It doesn't matter. But I would love to have you as somewhat of a moderator on that debate lead, because doing this channel, another channel, and then it just a lot on me and Shasham. You know what I mean? But you, DeBar, and Naphtali would be great for that. You know,
okay.
And maybe Professor Lee Cummings will come in there when he. I don't. You ever seen Professor Lee Cummings do any commentaries over here? Because he has actually classes.
Who is it?
Phil. Professor Lee Cummings.
No. Remember, I'm just getting into. I'm just getting onto you guys. You know, from last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I know. I saw.
Okay,
I saw Elder Lahab. I mean, Elder Lahab might not remember me, but back in the 90s, a few times I used to read for him on the street.
Oh wow!
Really?
Yeah. Elder Lahab. That's why I asked you, Qanath. Remember, I asked you if you used to do the video camera. In those days, there are two guys. I think they were two brothers that were. You see, like they were dedicated to taking the video, and you look like maybe like a younger version of them, man.
Oh, the video department. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
yes,
Hey, look, you're very kind. You said a younger version, Shane. Thank you. You said younger version.
Yeah.
That was back in the 90s.
Yeah. Elder Qanath old and washed up now.
Nah.
But like Shaw Sam said on that channel, him and I might have to we might have to square off a little bit, you know, see who's really old in the mind. You know what I mean?
It tests your metal square enough.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. Sham know I'm telling the truth. Me, Yehuda, Shasham, and so we done had our battles in the backfield. What's that there? The book your church doesn't want you to know. Okay, what does that speaks about?
It's taking a lot of the doctrine of the church and showing where the church probably, didn't interpret properly, and some of the things that they left out, probably, and when you think of it, sometimes I'm looking at some of the things we were taught, and I am having a lot of questions. But sometimes you have to tread very lightly, But yeah, it's a good book.
That's and I was just telling somebody.
Hey Phil, but you, DeBar, and Nev. I'm sorry, Sam.
What I was saying, right? That's
I was saying with you, DeBar, and Nev, and what I was
talking. You keep cutting me off.
To hear you guys. I'm sorry, Dan. Go ahead, then. All right, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
So what I was saying was, right? That's in all ideologies. I was telling people that about once you come into something and you start learning it, you believe it, and until you start studying yourself and getting depth into the language, then you'll see a lot of holes in it. You're like, oh, something right here, and you start pointing errors out. And that's for the people who actually thinkers, readers, and people who understand. Other people who can't never figure it out is because, like I said, a lot of people are just followers. And majority of the people in the camps, they don't study. They just listen, and whatever they told or whatever somebody say, they just go off of that. They don't want to read. They don't want to study. I know a guy, he was in a walk for 20 years. He said only time he opened the Bible was only when he went to the church, to the country church. And I was like, what?
Yes.
And he was like, yeah. I said, bro, that's 20 years in the knowledge, and that's the only time you would study and read is when you're at the church. Something wrong with that.
Exactly.
But that's the spell and the delusion on our people. I always was reading when I wasn't with the elders or whatever, I was reading a Josephus. I was studying through the dictionary, just looking up words because I wanted to know what certain words meant, and started getting my book collections. The Most High started blessing me with books and books and books. And man, I was showing Elder Qanath about history and archaeology and things in Israel that I never seen nobody in One West talk about. That's why when we went to Kimmon on trial, and Shaka Utmost had put up an ancient Israelite coin with the
You mean you went to Egypt?
Yeah, with the uncle in it.
Okay.
Man, Qanath was looking at it and laughed because we was reading that out of one of the archaeology books we had, and some of them was up there looking at it like from GOCC, like they never seen it before, but we already know about that. And I was like, they never saw this. Like, this is an archaeology book. I have it right over there. A lot of stuff that people were showing, I was surprised that I didn't know that they didn't know. You know? Some of them brothers didn't know, or some of the brothers that was in it, they didn't know about that. Whoever was dealing with, I think the guys from GOCC who was dealing with that. But I knew about that coin, and that's why I was like, well, to me, when people be like, Israel was fake, but you can go into an ancient archaeology book, but they got Kemet on it, or then they say, well, Israel stole from Kemet, but where did these ancient coins come from then?
Exactly.
You understand? None of these people ain't real.
Yeah.
So either they real or they not real. But you got a coin with Kemet and ancient Israel all on one.
Yeah.
So that's why it was a lot of confusion for me. It was like, I don't know, man. People playing games.
And you know something? Just because something is not written down, especially in terms of culture and history, doesn't mean it didn't happen. A lot of the historical facts, if you will, were transferred by word of mouth initially before they were written down. So you have a lot of cultures today don't have a writing system as even in today's day. So if you go to them, you got to get their history from, let's say, the artifacts, or maybe an elder in their society or the community. They don't write down stuff, you know. So I usually question people who want to take a whole civilization, a whole nation out of existence. You know, you could say that they probably magnify some things much bigger than they really were. But to say that after you have all these documentations, to say that they were not real or they didn't exist, to me, that's a far stretch, you know?
Right. I agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I was my wife sent me a message. But yeah, definitely, you know, that's what I was telling them, because there's a lot of stuff about with the New Testament, the Hebrew New Testament, that a lot of people don't know about. A lot of the ancient manuscripts that they found was thousands of them, and proving that they had the New Testament in Hebrew, and James had a Hebrew New Testament. A lot of the other disciples, because a lot of people is misinformed. They thinking that the New Testament was only written in Greek and Latin, which is not true. And then Vocab Malone came on here and lied and tried to say that it wasn't no Hebrew New Testament. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys are just liars, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I said to this, like, why would the Most High put our language in a heathen language during the time of the Messiah, when he's walking and talking and dealing with other Jews, and we were still thriving as a nation? We still was a nation of people in captivity, but still a nation. You still had the Sanhedrin, you had the Pharisees, the Sadducees, you had the Sicarii, you had the Zealots, all these different Jews that spoke Hebrew. So you want to tell me a man walked, studied, learned, documented his life, and went and put what he said, and when he battled his own people and government who persecuted him, and his life wouldn't be in his language, it would just be in fucking Greek? Come on, man, stop it. That's the most.
Hey, let me. Hey, Phil, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Like I said, you, the bar, you know, and a few others, man, will be great, especially with Neptali, with your intellect and your vocabulary and just knowing. I just I just thank the Most High that you own our platform, brother. I'm a nut for knowledge. You know, a real talk, I'm a nut for knowledge, and I like to see people surpass me, and it's very easy to pass me. All you do is just cross the street, you know. But What debate would you think would be interesting, especially that we are dealing in the since we're Bible based, but we also the debate channel is not a Bible. It won't be a Bible based channel per se. So, what debate would you like to see or discuss? You would like to see?
You know, I would like to see a debate on, or maybe a discussion on what would be, let's say, 3 major provable features that will unite Black people. 3, at least 3. It could be more than 3, but it could be a very incisive and in-depth discussion. What is it that will unite Black people? Because you know that we have seen a lot of things come and go, and we are still craving or desiring or lacking that unity that we need to take us to a step further. We need to go beyond just owning a house and a car and controlling a block, but we need to go to like being world changers, right? World beaters. I mean, we do it.
We have to. First thing we got to do is we got to cut out the religion. You can't stuck in unity saying you got to believe what I believe. It's not going to work.
Okay.
Because religion already divide. So we gotta say, look, you want to be a Muslim? I'm an Israelite. You're a Christian. You're a Jehovah's Witness. Fine. We can still work with each other. That's the first thing we got to do. You got to cut religion, because that is the problem. When people want to force their ideology or beliefs on people, it don't work. So that's what I always told everybody. We got to cut that out, because we're not going to survive with you forcing your ideology. But us as Black people, I always felt like we need a Wall Street everywhere first. And
hey, Shan, let me ask you the same question. What discussion or debate you would like to see?
There's many, but not just biblical topics. I want to see topics discussed outside of the Bible as well. Not just biblical topics, because I'm an Israelite. I want to see topics on whether or not should us as Black people be more self-reliant or depend on the government. I think that's and another topic, whether or not should we trust the government vaccines, or should we go to a more holistic and herbal diet for our people? You know what I mean? It's many topics that and these are kind of discussions I had with surgeons, doctors, and people at my job already, because I work in surgery. So, and I give them my opinion on why I won't do this or why I refuse to do that. And I tell them it's just not a religious thing. It's a human rights thing. You're not going to force something on me that could kill me or affect me. But then my family, y'all not liable. We can't sue or nothing. I'm just a dead man because you threatened my job. So there's many discussions that I be wanting to talk about, because then I be hearing these people on here talking about, well, you got shots when you was a kid. Well, listen, times change, and we're in a new school of thought. We ain't going off the old way no more. We in about progressing. People want to be stuck in the old way because, you know, the information age, like I said, you can learn a lot of stuff on YouTube. We know you got the dark media, and you got the media war on information, the information war, how they want to cancel this person or don't want people saying certain things, because information is power. Once you got knowledge and you know what to do with it, you know what I'm saying, that makes you a weapon yourself, because that shows you that you can't be conformed or you pass the bullshit. They just can't tell you anything. And the problem is when they can't tell you anything and you're not just going to stick your arm out and just do what they say or just take the pill, meaning no, this person asking questions. And by him asking questions, that means he's going to have other people asking questions. And by having other people asking questions, that become a problem. So that's the kind of discussions I want to have, real discussions, not just outside of the Bible. It ain't always got to be biblical. You know what I'm saying? But real issues of our people that we want to find a way to solve them and bring progress. Go ahead, Philip.
Yeah, and also, you know, like from a economic point of view, right, or standpoint. I mean, America is a country of a land of opportunity. We can't run away from that, right? And so much money is passing around in America. So much money, millions,
No
trillions,
doubt.
billions. Huh?
Qanath was agreeing with you.
Okay, yeah.
No, I was saying no doubt.
Yeah, and then
I'm right about it real bad. I'm gonna call.
Okay.
Qanath got a little delay, but go ahead, Philip.
Okay, and we in this country, right? And you could say we getting the crumbs, and some of us not even getting the crumbs. So, and what I find is that if we can learn to unite, at least it don't have to be eternal unity necessarily, but if we see an opportunity, let's say for instance, I'm in Brooklyn, and I see where I could go open some business, right? Why can't my brothers from the Bronx or Queens or wherever say, you know what, okay, bro, we want to join with you, and then let's make money together, But anytime it comes to that, it's always some kind of a bacchanal. We gotta begin to move beyond certain limitations that have been placed on us that will stop us from going forward in a certain way, financially and economically. There's money to be made on Wall Street or from Wall Street. Investing, there's a lot of money to be made in this country, man.
The first limitation I see when it comes to us as people is the self-hate.
Which one?
Self-hate.
Oh, yeah.
Now, the self-hate of somebody who looked like you that came through the same struggle that's trying to make it, we have to stop hating our own people.
Yeah.
Brothers will look at someone else or of another nation and deal with them better than they deal with their own brother.
Amen.
They want to fraud their brother. They want a big major discount from their brother, but pay everybody else full price.
Yes.
We have to stop doing that and saying, you know what? No, this is what this work costs. Here, take your money, man, and build. Yeah. And you keep building your stones. And then when you can, you know what? I can afford to not charge my brothers full price so that they can build themselves up. That's when you do it. But us as Black people, we got to stop trying to shortcut ourselves and shortchange ourselves when we just got our foot in the door and we trying to get to those levels. That be our issues. Brothers thinking when they see somebody and they got a store that they already there.
Yes.
And they not. You know what I mean? You was like, no, it may look like I got a lot, but I'm just full of inventory.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm not full of cash. Or it may look like I'm well off, but I'm not really well off. I'm on a budget plan. So it's going to take me maybe, like, it might take a Asian man 5 years to get to where he need to be, but it's going to probably double that for us because we already behind.
Yes.
So brothers got to be mindful of that.
Yeah. And part of it, I think, is
because... sister.
Oh, sorry, go, yeah.
All right, sis. Most God bless. Shalom, shalom. Hey, real quick, let me interrupt just for a second.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if we can have a debate on this, but I think our people, some way we need to teach them the power of influence and to watch out from the influencers, right, and recognize what's not good for us. And because if I'll give you an example of the power of influence, right, is music. Right, music is they call them stars and superstars, right? Hits, right? These are hits, right? So you look at the hits, it's hitting you weird, right? It's hitting you weird. Somebody mute up, please. We got an echo here. But the power of influence is mighty, right? Through a great speech, right? And I see our people, and some people say, well, the power of influence could be witchcraft, right? So it's certain words that people can use, right? Is how you can go up and down and broadcast real loud. I have somewhat a skill set on how to move you with my voice. Like some pastors, man, you can go to church and you find that you leave crying, right? Because they know how to influence the rhythm of your heart, right? Your spirit. And these are things that I have been looking into because I'm like, well, how come it's easy for somebody can make a song, right? And you start feeling chills on your body, right? Or the beat that plays, right? And your heart rate goes up, right? And so now we got to understand like what's going on with the body, the nervous system, right? Or the spirit that's being put on us by these objects of music or voice patterns, right? Because a deep voice sends what? Vibrations.
So there's a lot that goes on also with the debate. Talk about that, right? It could be Barack Obama, right? One of his favorite famous speeches, I believe, was at I think it was Clinton campaign, right? Or something like that. And he moved the crowd, right? Next thing you know, he's president, right? Because he know how to speak, you know. So I think for me, I would love for someone to go in and talk about that more in depth, right? And it's people with that power. Let me give you one, and I drop the mic, and that's Minister Louis Farrakhan, right? He holler, "Talk to me," right? And it jumps at you, right? So he know how to bring it at you, and he's very influential with that. Martin Luther King was another one, you know. So I drop the mic. Just think about that, brothers. Just be aware of the power and influence of music and the vibrations of someone's mouth. Don P, Augustus, whoever came first.
Hey, shalom, shalom, family.
Shalom, brother. Shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
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 Shalom. Hey, yeah, Elder Qanath, I would like to see a debate between you and Captain Tazariak.
Well, that'd be a great debate. It depends on what he wants.
The 12 laws trumps chart. The 12 laws chart, yeah.
Well, that would never happen. Listen, I look at things when, and I'm not trying to talk bad on the brother, but to me, what defines a person is their character, right? And their honesty, right? And their respect. Right, but it's a lot of character, honesty, and respect, and to be able to admit when you're wrong or right speaks a lot. It speaks a lot, you know, of that person, and goes but what their character, right? You know, are they a men pleaser, or are they just a straight liar, right? Their honesty. So I look at that, and I don't think that he carries them type of qualities to make a debate, because some people go into a debate to influence, even though they know they're wrong. Now, see, for our people edification, just for that, we want to influence you on what's right, and show you proof to fact. And if you can show us wrong, then we'll say, you know what, you're right, because our character, right, integrity speaks a lot for us, right? We wear it on our chest, we wear it on our arm. So me debate Tazariak, it'd be hard because I don't think he respects himself. Not to talk down on him, respect himself enough to take himself from under the umbrella, right, of a man who can't elevate him any further, right? So that's why I'm glad I had brothers on here like Phil, right, that can show y'all certain things, or Lee Cummings, or even Shawshan, anybody that can edify you, right? To say, you know what, I'm not too proud to say, look, I don't know everything. And if I love you, and I'm gonna drop the mic with this. My dad said, you know what, you can't have love without another word. And I said, what's that, Dad? He said the word care. So if I love you, I gotta care enough for you to get bigger and stronger than me. For a person who don't want to debate somebody, right, because they don't want you to prove that they're wrong, they don't care for you, man. They don't love you. Right, they're self-absorbed to themselves. So that'll never happen because they don't love themselves enough. But Don P.
Con.
Yes, sir.
All at me.
Man, I'm just sitting here, man, laying back in the cut. You know, doing Don P. I got my Cal Berkeley gold and blue on today, as I am a Cal Berkeley. I'm curious about what you want to holler about. I'm really curious about, but we'll get to that. Hey, you gotta dump some of your mail, bro, because I've been trying to leave you a voicemail on this. Like, the voicemail is full and cannot accept. I'm like, okay, well, now.
Man,
anyway.
Hey, I'm sorry.
Man,
I'm sorry. I didn't even know I had a voice. You know, I don't even, what you do is text me tonight, man. I'll hit you tomorrow.
Okay, that'll work. That'll work.
Text me tonight, and I'll hit you tomorrow. I'll give you an idea. I'll give you an idea what I'm talking about.
Okay, cool. You know,
JT,
I'm open for a lot.
Yeah, yo, Ox. What's this Ox name here? Philip. How you say your name?
Philip, yeah.
Yo, you was in 44th camp?
No. I used to be downtown Brooklyn with that would be Barak, Yashawan, Kazak. Kazak was the head person down there, downtown Brooklyn. Then you had Barak, then Yashawan, then you had Tazaban. And then you would have sometimes Elder Lahab, sometimes Tahar would come down there. Sometimes what's his name? I think what's his name, son? Araya. Yeah, would come down there, you know, every so often. But no, I used to be downtown Brooklyn.
Oh, okay, yeah. I used to be in 44th camp.
Yeah. A few times I went up to, I think it's 34th or 42nd on Sunday. They used to have the
You remember Makawash?
I can't remember that name, no.
Yeah. I know. I think I know your voice, man. I can't remember every name of people that was in the school.
Yeah.
But I think I remember your voice.
Yeah, I used to be more so of a reader. Yeah. I used to read a lot for Barak, Yashawan, Atazaban.
You remember Aran?
Who?
Aran.
He was like Indian?
No, that was Yashawan's brother.
No, I never knew him.
Oh, you never knew Aran? Oh, okay.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Or if I saw him, I can't remember because, you know, what happened when I was going to the school, I was also in school at LIU. So most of my time I had to dedicate to studying because, you know, you have exams and so on coming up.
Oh, okay, right.
But then again, yeah, you know what? Vaguely, I'm remembering Yashawan brother.
Because he used to teach on Monday night. Remember where the officers class was on Tuesday night? He would teach in that room, the other room on Monday nights.
Wait, Monday nights used to be Lahab, no?
No, Lahab was in the main classroom.
Okay, all right.
Right, and his brother used to teach in the other, you know, the room where they keep all the equipment?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where Aran used to teach.
Okay.
He used to teach in that room.
Vaguely, very vaguely, it's coming back to my memory, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then don't think, because I had a big accident with my memory some years ago. I lost my memory, you know. So you see me here today, the Most High grace and blessing upon me, man, you know, because I lost my memory.
So, oh man.
Yes. So something I didn't even know my wife. I didn't know what year it was, and so, you know, a lot of stuff was going on. But I am back to some semblance of normalcy, you know.
Well, you in Brooklyn though, right?
Yeah, in Brooklyn, yeah.
What part of Brooklyn?
Bronxville.
Hell yeah, I know where that is, Brown. Oh, dang, Brownsville, shit.
Yeah.
You in Mike Tyson land.
Yes.
Yeah, no doubt.
I think they say even Briggs was from over here too, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would like to see a debate on, if I had to come up with something. A lot of people like OT, new T debate. Is Christ the Messiah, or are we going to be redeemed by a man? Something like that.
Okay.
That's the kind of debate I want to see.
That's not a bad debate.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess you gotta have people who are Old Testament only,
mm-hmm.
who don't recognize the New Testament, because then if you recognize the New Testament, it's hard to recognize the New Testament without recognizing that Christ, the New Testament presents Christ as the Messiah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because a lot of OTs don't think that Christ is mentioned in the Old Testament.
Right.
He mentioned all through the Old Testament.
Yeah. In theology is mentioned, as we say in theology, in types and shadows. So when you look at things like the the tabernacle, certain things in the law that was required, you look at them, and in theology they would say such and such was a type of Christ. And sometimes you look at certain personalities in the Old Testament, like Joseph, probably Isaiah, and so on and so forth. And they say they were type and shadow of Christ. They were the type, and Christ being the real substance now. He is the fulfillment of all those types, you know. So if you you got to be not it has to be someone who probably doesn't believe in in the New Testament, because the New Testament does present Christ as the Messiah of the Old Testament.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey Phil.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, JT. Hey Phil.
Yeah.
We don't have to talk about it online. I'll call you tomorrow because I'd like to know exactly what is it that you I mean, that's up to you. What is
That's
it that you believe in, brother?
Sure, no problem.
All
I mean, you could ask me now.
Yeah, sure. What you believe in? I mean, you know, we don't have to be
in
the
terms
same
of
thing.
in terms of
a spirit on a spiritual level.
Okay, so I believe that there's a God, which you would say Yahweh, right? I believe that this God is the creator of all things that there is. I believe that this God is all powerful, all knowing, and ever present. That means omnipresent, omnipotent, and omniscient. I believe that this God has manifested himself in the person of Jesus Christ. As you say, in the person of Yahawashi, right? God has manifested himself for the purpose of the redemption of his people, which would be primarily Israel, right? But of course, there's New Testament verses that show, at least on the surface, let me say, that there were non-Israelites who were granted, if you will, that redemption which Christ came to give to his people, right? I believe in that. I believe that he's going to come again, and he's coming again to receive his people who believed in him. And I believe in eternal life. I believe that there's going to come a time where the evil presence, if you will, is going to be done away with. According to Revelation, I think it's chapter 20 or so, it talks about the devil and the false prophet and the beast were cast into the lake of fire, and then death and hell were cast into the lake of fire, and then whosoever's name were not written in the Lamb's book of life were cast into the lake of fire. So I believe that they're going to be an eradication of the evil presence, and that those who are remain with Christ, with Yahawashi, will live in a world of eternal bliss. What else? Yeah, and I believe that salvation is by faith in Christ, according to the New Testament. It's by faith in Christ, and not that we are not required to do works, but the works we are required to do is not for salvation. The works we are required to do is a result of receiving salvation. So you're now being born again, if you will. You'll now receive a new life, or the new nature, if you will. For if any man is in Christ, he's a new creature. And so by receiving that new life, if you will, now your lifestyle, your life conduct is supposed to betray or bewray or show forth that newness of life that we're supposed to conduct our life in. What else?
Well, that's good enough. That's good enough. That's enough for me. I was just curious, you know. I think that's great, man. I'm just going to say I can't wait to meet up with you so we can have these type of conversations. Like I said, I just like to hear people talking like that, and also spill a little bit of stuff that I may know that might catch your interest. But let me say this. I'm giving everybody actually 2 minutes before we close out, because I'm Shawsham, he's tired. He got a lot of stuff to do.
It's 1 o'clock.
Yeah. So it's 1 o'clock up there too. So I'm very tired. It's been like a long week for Shawsham, and I got a lot of stuff I gotta do. So with that, I'd like to thank the comment section, of course, Starling, all of y'all. Love y'all, man. Everybody that's not even don't consider themselves an Israelite, you know, but in the chat. You know, over here, we love our people, for our people edification, CUC, you know what I mean? The new school of thought, that's what we're all about over here, man. But the main thing we're about is Christ, right? That's what we're about, and love the Father, you know? So, Yeah, we look forward to see y'all on the other platforms. Elder Hospital came on today, but he has some things to do. I'm gonna ask him. He might remember you, brother. You never know. He has his mind is sharper than what people think. He might remember. You know. So Don, JT, I'm gonna start with y'all. I'm not sure what that Phil closes out tonight, but I'm gonna start with Don and JT. I'm gonna give y'all a good 2 minutes, and then let Phil close it out.
I ain't got too much to say. I just going to say that we got to keep on doing the work and just wait for Christ to come back and redeem us. That's about it.
No doubt. Don't be all that, man.
Man, I'm just excited about what's going on. I just ordered a book today. And matter of fact, let me ask you if you got this book. It's called St. Paul and the Anti-Nicene Church.
Let's see how it looks.
The unwritten chapters of the church.
Is it ANTE? Anti-Nicene?
Huh? Yeah.
Put it in the screen, Don, please, if you can.
I'm gonna put it in this. Oh, it's on my computer.
Oh, no man. Go ahead, finish on your close statement. Don't worry about it. You want to speak on it? Go ahead.
Yeah, no. I mean, someone that I respect was teaching on it. You know, that happened to be a source that they were using today when they were talking about some things on a topic that they have a series going on. And I was just like, you know what? I need to have that book because there's some understanding in there in how basically how the called out assembly was overrun and taken over. And then how we got the doctrines that we got. So when folks is teaching out of the King James and they're teaching, it's like, well, you're teaching a version. So it goes deep, man. That's why I wanted to ask you, brothers, if any of you guys had that book.
Well, I don't have a book that says St. Paul and the Anti-Nicene Church, but I have a lot of writings on Anti-Nicene. Anti means before, right? That which comes before. So it means before Nicaea. So it will be before 325, right?
Right.
So I have a whole series. You can see them. They're the back on the Anti-Nicene fathers.
Right. Now you had the other one. Nicene is more important than was it the Council of Laodicea? The Council of Laodicea.
For Nicaea.
And this one is, Nicaea is more important than Laodicea. The council wasn't the Laodicea, and that came actually before the Council of Nicaea, and then you had Constantine, and then they was just laying down the law. But this book is a trip.
Right.
But she was reading about it, and it goes all the way up to the papals and slavery and so forth. Man, I can't wait to get this book.
Yeah, it's good. So it talk about the Council of Trent. You said.
When was the Council of Trent?
It would have been around the time of Martin Luther, because I think the Council of Trent is also known as the Counter-Reformation Council. So sometime in the 1600s or so.
Martin Luther was doing the 1500s.
1500s, yeah, but he died. 1500s. Okay, yeah.
I believe this does cover the time period up to and through slavery, antebellum slavery.
So that sounds like a very good book. Yeah, it should be very good. It says St. Paul, right? St. Paul and the
Well, I could be getting it twisted though. No. I could be getting twisted because there were 3 resources that she used, and I grabbed the other 2 books. But I was able to get those on people. This one is about how the doctrine
was formulated.
Was twisted.
Or twisted, okay.
How the doctrine.
Okay.
So they could do, like, Justin Martyr, so that they could do what they needed to do, and they changed they did it after the fathers of the church had all gone to sleep. I believe Peter was the last one.
Yeah, but
and then they came and they started changing stuff.
Right, but after you mean the apostles, right? These I think all these apostles had disciples, right? Like Polycarp would have been a disciple of John. I think you have this guy, what's his name? Of Rome. What's his name? Gosh, I'm forgetting now. You see, that's what my memory goes sometimes. What's his name?
Makes you back up.
Clement.
So as we're teaching, like Tertullian, Justin Martyr, and that type of stuff, angle was, and how we got to that left turn.
Right. Which I think that's a good book to get, because it's once it's dealing with the council. Let me see. Hold on. Anti-Nicene, right? All these are anti-Nicene. Everything in black and red, you can see over here. Okay, and even below, anti-Nicene, Hippolyte, Novatian, Tertullian, Caius or Gaius. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. I think that's a good book to get. How big is the book? A lot. Is very big. Or you have on the computer?
I'm trying to remember how many pages
okay.
It's like, yeah, it's it's one of those, for me, it's one of those books that it's like, yep, send it to me. Let me see what this is. Because it's a trip. The level of secrecy and manipulation. See, this is what folks got to realize. This is a capitalist system that the church and the state are in cahoots with. Okay? And a capitalist system, by its very nature, requires people to be on top and people to be on the bottom. And it requires a level of labor, depending on the level of greed, the level of labor that's going to determine what those laborers, what conditions they're going to be in. Unfortunately, greed is one of those things like fire in the grave. It never says enough. So,
I'm gonna have the last call on this one. Give him 2 minutes. He can close out too as well. And I think you might find this interesting also, Phil. If you've been watching from some time, I don't know if you may have missed it. We used to do I wouldn't say a book challenge, but we would have people call in and show their books. So I mean, you already done it. I'm sure you have more. I see you got 2-3 levels back. That's not just the front part. I noticed it goes back even further. It's like it's like a deep. His book collection is like a deep dish pizza. You know what I mean? So yeah. So maybe we can start that back up, man. You inspired me to show books I haven't shown. And you know what? I feel pretty bad because I moved and I threw away 200 books before I moved because I knew I didn't have enough room. We was trying to give away books, but then people didn't even want to pay the postage fee. All they do is pay the damn fee for the damn. I would have sent every damn book. It didn't matter to me. Somebody ordered all 200. I mean, it wouldn't matter. And then of course somebody stole some when we moved. But yeah. So I'm gonna give you, and we maybe have that again. When people come on and show their books, man, that'd be wonderful. And you can show some more. Then I can ask you, man, who you like to have a dialogue with or something. Sound like you can bring it. But yeah, I'm gonna give you the last 2 minutes, Phil.
Okay. Well, I want to say that it's a good thing that we can come on forums like this and have discussions, not just debates and argumentations and fights, but good discussions that when we left, we are all edified and built up and much better. and it can make us even go into the future even with better hope, because we can do better. I just would like to say that the information sharing is also important, right? It shouldn't just be about fighting and squabbling about who knows more, because at the end of the day, in life, you're gonna always have somebody who knows more than somebody else. But it's how well we can come together in a united front to take the information and make us better in every aspect of life, financial, economical, spiritual, and everything, right? How well we can make the information make us better. And I hope that my presence on this platform and other platforms will kind of influence that kind of a thing for our people. As I like your name, For Our People, Edification or Education, and the education should be for our people betterment and improvement. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Oh, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Again, thank the comment board. Love y'all. Y'all know who y'all are. I'm just super tired, man. I love the guests. Don P, I'll hit you up tomorrow, man. Text me, Don P, because I gotta go to my Rolex, man, again, because just text me and I'll hit you tomorrow. It's nothing real serious. But I'll hit you tomorrow.
All right.
Talk to you, man. I just want to talk to a few of y'all, man. I know y'all called me, and like you said, you called me, and I'm not ducking. I just, bro, it's just tiresome, But I'm gonna hit you up for sure, Don P. We'll talk about some things. I'll hit you up tomorrow too, most I will, brother. But with that, man, my name is Qanath Yahawashi. Most High bless everybody in the chat. Most High bless all you Israelites out there, and whatever you call yourself, just stay strong, man. Because one thing about it, we may have different beliefs and how we see things, but we all got the same fight. And that's the part that I think we lose an understanding or overstanding on, that we have the same fight. Whether you short, tall, it don't matter, man. We all had the same fight. And I think the biggest problem, and I will tell you this, Phil, coming together, is that some people had the will, but them people want to follow everybody come up their man. And then you have some people who don't have the will, but could be good, great teachers, right? But they want you to serve them. So then you have envy. It's just so much that goes along with it, And then when people do start putting themselves together, they turn to Hitler. They want to be a dictator. You know what I mean? So it's tough. It's tough. But I tell you one thing, people. What led me, of course, is the Most High through His Son Christ, but also what make things better and coming together is what y'all see us sit behind Phil, right? First, it could be the Bible. That's how we go, right? But the other one is to read, and that way you have overstanding on things. And see, when you read, it'll be impossible not just to hate or dislike your own brother, but quite frankly, anybody, right? Because everybody has a story. Everybody has a story. So I think that's the part that we're suffering from, is more so ignorance and being obtuse. That's our downfall. We do not read. We do not study. We do not respect ourselves. Forget about one another, ourselves, to want to learn. Right now, unfortunately, our people, they're not even in diapers yet, man. They're not even in diapers yet. And that's a child mind. That's a child mind. So that's my speech for tonight. I go back to what I said before. That's the power of influence, right? The word that I gave you is the power of influence. And I guarantee you it worked on some of you, because I wanted it to. I want you to love yourself first, care for yourself first, right? And then once you love yourself, you look in the mirror, the same people that look like you. So with that, man, my name is Qanath Yahawashi. Most High bless. Most High bless. We over and out.
Shalom.
Man, one love like a mug.